With that, though, when we last left off, concluding one season to the next, all of the keys were acquired, but at what cost? As one of your party members died from the hands of one of the creators of the Deck of Many Things, a man by the name of Uramus. You all made it back safely to the den, body in tow. To be told at this point, there is one way to hopefully get her back. As you arrive to a land of pretty much continuous twilight, wintry, just enough snow to barely touch the ground. As you arrive in technically a plane that is the land of the dead, and Lexa being there waiting for you all. As you meet the patron of this area, a man by the name of Goose, as he sets up an arrangement where you all get to help clear out his tavern, the Death's Door Tavern. In exchange, he will let Lexa go back, having now only 2 days left to get a certain set amount of people out of the tavern. In a fitting turn of events, though, those people that need to be removed are the very same people that you all sent there. Quentin Togglepocket, the owner of the Nine Hells Casino. Wargle, the father of Kilara, and bandit that almost took over the Sword Coast. The Veiled Lady, now the Pale Lady. A Fae that decided it'd be a good idea to try to destroy all of the courts in the Fae. And although you all didn't have a hand at it, the Hunter, Silas's twin, who fell victim to the collapse of a plane due to Uramus. The question still remains: what games are to be played? Who moves on? And who will make it back to the land of the living? And what is the price to be paid for all of this as well?
$350.
It's okay to dream, so that when you wake up, the dream's over. With that in mind, we will say, for the sake of context, when we finish the last session, that is where we will continue off for the most part. As you all finished seeing the ending of Quentin Togglepocket from a game of Three Dragon Ante that went south really fast.
Hashtag fuck that fucker.
Yep.
Hashtag fuck that fucker. As you were informed of the remaining 3 people you had to tend to. Wargle, the Hunter, and the Pale Lady. Key going to return there. The rest of you just hanging out in the game room. But with that, how are you all doing? Y'all having a good time? I know Lex and Bells are probably feeling fan-fucking-tastic.
Just a little.
Just a little.
I think we finished off with a back and forth, if I remember right. It was Silas and Kilara, like a brother and sister, basically just wrestling a bit and yelling at each other, and it was very hands-on. Yeah.
Pretty much both of you all having the understanding of, oh boy, you both get to deal with trauma.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great. Oh yeah. Is there anything particular anybody wants to do to get started, or should I just let RNGesus decide?
Yeah, I kind of like the RNGesus personally. I think that's fun.
RNGesus it is. Blood D4. Boop.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Silas.
Well.
How are we feeling?
We are feeling great. We are not aware that we have 2 days yet, so he's feeling happy as a clam and like, oh yeah, 1 down, 3 more to go. 3 more to go. As he kind of just breaks away from Kalara and kind of happy sulks his way out of there.
Aw.
Now, goodbye.
Kilara will watch Silas go. Kind of was roughhousing a bit just a second ago, and then kind of watches and kind of, saddens the expression a little bit. Like, did I say something? Look to the others. Is he gonna be all right?
I think he's just having a rough go.
Goose probably just seeing this go on, just probably reaches over, like, still has the mask in his hand as he just kind of leans over and boop, like, kind of pokes your shoulder, being like, living or dead, people have their own shit they deal when they come in here. Just give them some time, yeah?
Yeah. How much time do we have, by the way?
Well, 2 days.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. So, let me get this straight. Goose, was it?
Yep.
Why Goose? First of all, I just want to I don't mean to,
No, please. Don't, no.
And they're gonna, like, lean up on the chair, like, kind of leaning across the table, hands on the table, like, big, one raised eyebrow, big toothy grin. Now I need to know. Why Goose?
Please. As you just see him kind of, like, start to have that awkward moment where he scoots his chair back, like, nope, please, I don't want to do this.
Goosey Goose.
No.
Goose.
That's even worse.
Come on, Goosey. Why are you called Goosey?
Oh, God. Why do you want to know so bad?
I don't know. It's a funny fucking name.
Better
I've
than
never
the
met
other
anybody
one.
with the name Goose.
Better than the other one.
Better than the other one. What's the other one?
Nope.
Yes! You've said too much. Now you must keep saying it. Tell me more.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Because I'm great at these.
Looking over at
Yeah.
Goose like, Godspeed, you poor bastard.
I have a +1 to this. That's about right.
He stands firm. Just kind of like, nope, I'm good. Nope. And actually, probably with that moment, it's like, are there any other games today? Grudge is like, nope, not at the moment. As you see a red-headed dwarf kind of flipping through a small little black notebook. And goes like, great, good talk. Literally runs out the door.
Great, good talk. Just books it.
I'm gonna find out the reason he's called Goose if it's the last thing I do.
Hey, maybe he'll tell you if you finally get your old man to stop being a stubborn asshole.
But that requires work. Come on.
Yes, but it also allows you to harass the old man.
I don't... I kind of just want him to be dead. I don't really want to harass him. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Consider it payback for all he did to you. He doesn't get to rest in peace.
They'll, like, put their hand on their head, just rubbing their temple. There's no amount of rousing and roughhousing and making fun of them at their expense. They will make up for the shit that they did. They're just a piece of shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Probably with that, Aiko's just sitting in the corner fidgeting with keys. And it's like, either way, dear, you have to deal with it. And one of the ones we're supposed to take care of. So whether it's us convincing him to play a game or move on, it doesn't really matter. Just, I mean, if you want me to go do something, I'll go fucking do something.
Well, I mean, question.
Actually, yeah.
Is it possible to just, like, grab him and kind of like we did with Togglepuck, just throw him through the door? Is that possible?
She just kind of looks at you and shrugs like, you gotta remember, I don't come here regularly. I've been stuck in the den for fucking, I don't even know how long at this point. I'm not the one to ask.
Not sure. I think technically that was a little outside the rules.
And actually, probably with that, Grud is gonna kind of look at y'all a little confused and is like, if I had to place a bet, yeah, no, don't do that. Let them leave by their own choice, whether that be from losing a game or just saying fuck it and go.
What if I annoy the shit out of him and he gets so annoyed and he leaves? Does that count?
Yep.
Oh, the old man's gonna get it.
And now you get your catharsis. Go have fun. Hey, sis, you want to watch?
Oh, fuck yes, let's go.
Let's go annoy an old man. I'm just imagining that walk from Hocus Pocus with the Sanderson sisters. Just
Yeah.
annoy an old
I almost
man.
imagine more like Nimona, like the like that action walk.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, they're gonna start moving down the hallway.
But with that, I will say, as you guys are leaving, Grud just kind of walks over to Aiko and just like, so they're your people. She's like, yep. And they're worth every fucking penny. Just sipping on tea. Meanwhile,
You just hear down the hall a very loud, "Hey, fuck ass! Coming to get ya!" Go ahead.
oh no, by all means.
That was it.
But yeah, as you're kind of working your way up, I'll say in this moment, the hunter definitely does slide out, looking a little confused. Then it's like, what is it now? God, it's
Hey.
early.
We're gonna annoy an old man.
You want to come? It'll be a good time.
If it's the gentleman you're about to go see over there, I'll politely pass.
Kind of pointing.
Why?
He seems to have his own matters he does every morning. He's like clockwork.
Do I recall him having some sort of morning routine?
Roll me a history check with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Balance
18.
is all things should be.
Thanks, Thanos. No,
You're welcome. Everything's gone. You're welcome.
You kind of, as you're heading back this way, you have memories of when it came to you guys with fighting and combat and such. Your father was when he was around, he was very strict about honing the body, making sure that you were primed for whatever was going to come at you.
Okay.
He was very serious about that. As even coming through, you reach the door and you hear the sounds of kind of grunting, moving of furniture, lifting of things. As you just hear counting.
Okay. I think Kilara is still kind of looking at the hunter and gets to the door, and that enthusiasm that they had coming down the hallway is very quickly faded, and they just kind of stop at the door again. They kind of look a bit solemn and contemplative.
Putting a hand on the shoulder. Hey, buddy. We're right here. You got this.
Yeah.
You're not alone. We're right here if you need. Yeah, if you need us.
Oh no. I trust you guys. And you know I'd do the same.
You heading in?
They're gonna pause for a second. They're gonna look back And before heading in, they're just gonna kind of look over Belz's shoulder over at Lexa, and kind of just pause for a moment, looking at them. Just say, "Hey, Lexa. I haven't really said since we got here, but I'm really happy to see you again."
She kind of looks a little surprised about that for a sec, but then just kind of gives a reassuring smile and nod, and it's like, and actually taking a moment to apply the infernal that you were learning during the first season,
Mm-hmm.
just says in infernal,
Oh.
"It's great to see you too." Also, we lost to Silas. Yay.
Yes. You'll be back, I hope.
Everybody's
not the
internet
only
is
one
doing the
having
fucky
issues.
wucky.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But Kilara will just kind of give a little nod and say, just kind of a little bit of sarcasm and bite again, trying to seem like their old self, like, "Don't go dying on us again. That shit sucked."
You don't go dying either. That would be equal levels of a bitch.
All right, Mom. I'll do my best.
All right, child.
And they'll
Just kind of rolling her eyes.
mm-hmm. They'll grip the handle tight, turn the handle, and they'll breathe deep, breathe out, and walk in.
As you step inside the next room over, you see the usual setup that you've seen for all the other ones. The idea of the split little areas, but in the back you see a man with his pelts and armor kind of laying on his hammock, and in the middle of the floor, your father literally on the ground doing push-ups as he's just grinding it out. You can see the pool of sweat on the floor. As he's
I've
just
been
counting
meaning
him out.
to say this ever since I saw the art. Hey, Luna, why'd you make
Yeah.
my dad so hot?
If you would like to show the art, DM.
We are going to show the art as behold.
Oh,
the
you
art.
made my dad a hot dad.
Hey,
Yeah.
MJ, you can't be
Yeah.
like Chris, unfortunately.
Like,
Come
look
on,
at
I
that
saw the
man.
opportunity and I took it.
Oh my god. He's hot though. Look at how hot he is. I didn't know he was that hot. I probably wouldn't have kicked his ass so bad. But damn.
To be fair, when we fought him,
Uh-huh.
he was kind of disfigured and
Yeah, he was all onied.
Yeah, good times.
Mm-hmm.
As literally, the only thing I will say that you can tell as you step in the room and you see him on the ground
Mm-hmm.
counting out push-ups is you smell like the deep stench of alcohol.
Hmm.
As you can just see the bottles collected on the side of the wall, the plates of dishes from the food stacked up.
Mm-hmm.
As you can
Alright.
probably tell more clearly, his routine has literally been work out to exhaustion, eat and drink his ass off, and go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I think Kilara will just kind of sit there, hands on hips, looking down, almost like disappointed, and just not really wanting to say anything in the moment. They'll kind of say over their shoulder, "Actually, I think I'm going to need a minute."
Your time. Right here.
All right. And they'll kind of reach for the door and slowly shut it. Let it click. And they're just going to stand there for a bit watching Wargle work out. But I think that's a good moment because they'll take a moment just kind of thinking of what they want to say and watching. If you wanted to move on to back to Bear.
I think that's a good plan. As I'd say, as you're Silas, you've kind of taken a moment to go and collect your thoughts. The hunter definitely took a moment after seeing the chaotic mess that was about to unfold. Took a moment to migrate into the bar area. And from there, Silas, you see him kind of come up. His clothes look a lot nicer, or looking pretty good, as he would walk over to the bar, order a drink, and then kind of walk over. Is seat taken?
No, it is not. Feel free to join me. Yeah.
And so kind of just grab a chair and pull it over and take a seat beside you, or in front of you. Taking a long swig. So, no.
I like awkwardly lean out the back and also like trying to dance.
Hold on, I'm going for that thought. Yeah, that tracks. The hunter kind of just looks at you for a moment, not fully registering what's going on. Takes another swig, and it's just like, so, how have you been?
Well, I watched a man get literally dragged to hell today. That's an experience.
Uh,
Yeah. And it brings into perspective certain things. Why haven't you done anything?
honestly, I spent my whole existence, my whole life, having to fight every day. And to have some time where I didn't have to, it's been kind of nice.
Okay. So then, next question. Once you're done with vacation staycation here, what next?
He kind of just gives you a look. And it almost gives you this. You don't even need to make a roll for this because it really is almost just like looking in a mirror. As you can tell the look, it's confusion.
Why are you confused?
There's a next.
You have you not talked to the weird guy? You know, points to Goose. That guy?
Probably from the distance, you just see him give a look. Like he just kind of rolls his, like he looks over a little shocked and rolls his eyes and just goes back to talking to Priscilla. And he's like, "Yes, I have talked to him."
Then
But
you know that you can either go to wherever you need to go in terms of beyond, or try to win a chance back in life.
and that's what I don't know.
What do you mean
I
you don't know?
You he just kind of looks. He's starting to get a little flustered, and just kind of sits there, a little flabbergasted. He's trying to keep some composure, but it's not happening. It's finally just like, look, when you spent your whole life having to do the same shit over and over again, and then suddenly it's like you have options, it's a lot. I don't know if I want to move on. If I go back, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I mean, there's plenty of things you can do. You don't have to kill eldritch abominations every single day. You can strike that from the very big list you're thinking and wrapping your head around. You could potentially, like travel. I don't know, kill some other shit. Maybe even hell, you could even supervise Janjamara at my soon-to-be restaurant bar whenever that opens up.
Wait, why? Thought you were with the. Why do you have a bar?
Why don't you?
He's got a point.
He just kind of has more of a even more of a confused look than he did at first, and he's just like, It's like, you know what? I'm going for a walk.
Sure, walk away from the problem.
I mean, if you want to come walking with me, don't be shy.
Keyboard smash. Fine. Because I think that you have a lot to live for, and you're just not wanting to take it.
Roll me a persuasion check.
That would require me to get on my computer, which has done the funny overheating thing.
It's only
Oh
a matter
boy.
of time.
Good fucking times.
It lasted for 3 hours. Every time I boot up Roll20, it feels like.
Oof.
It just
Like clockwork.
overheats. Oof, indeed.
Anyways, we're back, baby. One persuasion roll coming right up.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Check that dice. Roll 20. Please.
And MJ caught it.
Mm-hmm. All right, now 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's iconic. Everybody knows the fucking. Ugh, come on.
It is such a jingle. It'll
Yeah.
forever live rent free.
While we're waiting for the persuasion roll, fun chaos fact, while I was a music education major, we played that song at a jazz concert. It was great.
Oh, nice.
No, it's
such a good
fitting
song.
for that.
Yeah, it is. It's actually jazz. It's
Yeah.
It's an awesome song.
Also, a reminder to the folks in the chats. Remember, you can cause chaos of all sorts by
Yes.
using your points.
Or you can help me by giving me advantage, Let's
Oh, hi,
convince the
friends.
other me to actually be a part of the team, because there is no I in team except after E.
Oh, there's persuasion. Also, hi friends. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Welcome in, guys.
Welcome to the madness.
And also,
with-
happy 28th birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Yay.
With that, Silas, with that roll, you see the hunter kind of stop for a second. And he kind of just takes another swig, leans up against the wall of the tavern, and it's just like, tell me, if you didn't have to come here, would you have even missed me? Would you have even known that I was here, that I was around?
Do you want me to answer honestly?
He just kind of gives you like yeah, it's that level of looking in the mirror. He gives you the look that you can tell this is a very serious question.
No, I wouldn't have known you at all. I would not have known you were even here. Or until one of my friends told me about you. Or my family told me told me about you. No, I don't think I would have known. But if I did know you were here, yes, I would have asked to see if I can get you back or some way to get you out of here.
Why?
Because you are probably the closest thing to a connection to our home that may not even exist anymore. I don't have a solid answer on why I would. It just feels right that I try. Because who wouldn't be like, oh, hey, your brother's dead. You, congratulations, Mako. Well, Kalara might actually do that, but beside the point.
Can confirm.
Aside the point, who wouldn't try? Who wouldn't try every possible necessary means that they could get that person back and learn more about them? And if somehow my family decided to be dicks and not tell me about it, which they wouldn't, regardless, but if they did, I would have eventually found out some way, somehow, either way.
Roll me one more persuasion with advantage.
And let's step away from the computer real quick. Oh boy, advantage, people. I might win.
You might.
Or I'll horribly lose. But I think I'm gonna win. 25.
As you kind of have this moment, you pouring out these ideas and thoughts, he takes a seat in the snow, looking up at the cloudy sky. You know, the sky here does remind me a lot of home. But maybe it's time to see some new home. Yeah?
I'll tell you what. If this is what the sky looks like at home, I'm gonna say you're gonna love the sky when we get to that boat. Cause god damn is it blue. And it's on a beach. You ever been on a beach?
Kind of, but it wasn't that great.
Did I ever tell you how I caught a wicked, evil-looking shark?
No, but we saw it.
Silas will then pull up his hands and do that. It was this big motion.
He kind of is. The hunter literally responds with reaching out his hands to yours and slightly shrinking it down, seeing that you over exaggerated. That's more accurate.
Fucker.
Uh, why don't we keep talking? And while we're at it, you can help me figure out what game I guess I'm gonna ask Goose to do.
Sounds like a plan. We'll stack the. He'll lean in real close and whisper, "We'll stack the advantages in your favor."
And with that, let's move on up to our third adventurer. Kisara,
Yep.
how are you doing, hun?
She's probably been just on the hat on Pale Lady, just watching her do the work, and occasionally making, little comments of, "Oop, got that wrong."
Oh, clumsy me. Just see her kind of adjust notes and start rewriting a piece. The room being filled with a nice bed, various vials of bottles of liquids that you can tell she's been working on for a while. You know you don't have to stay here, dear.
It's just, I want to. It's been far too long since we've done this.
That is true. It has been a while, hasn't it?
Looking over the notes and just, is this the same thing you were working on before I left?
No, actually. Then it's just that idea that I have so many different people coming into this place. Every moment of every day, there's somebody new I haven't seen before. There was a centaur in here last week. A centaur! It was amazing.
Just a bit of a giggle and just, usually don't see those often. Ever.
I know, it's so wonderful. And I've just been enjoying it, working on new projects, coming up with new ideas, and I just I'm worried about what's gonna happen if I go back.
And there's this moment of Kia on top was, kind of lightly, kicking her feet kind of deal. You could feel the motions of the knees going up and down. And there's a moment of, like, it stops and just, you'd probably end up going back there.
Exactly.
And it's just a moment of, it's only if you win a game, though. You could just accept and move on. Like, she's saying this very hesitantly, and you can tell she herself doesn't want that, but it's also a moment of it might be for the best. Like, she is conflicted.
Roll me an insight.
Inside. Oh, wait. There was a disadvantage earlier to players and DM. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, dice.
Universe said fuck you. Said fuck you to chat. Key, you've been around your teacher for a long time. And you can tell that she's stuck in her head in like the worst way possible. Because it's literally this idea of this problem that doesn't have a perfect answer, which is what she likes to do. She likes to research and find that perfect answer. And the sad reality is, in this moment, there isn't one.
Yeah, like, he herself is, I get to spend time with her again. Yay, but also, fuck. And, like, it's very evident with her own motions and everything else. And then after a bit of, like, the, no movement, no nothing, she just flies up, kind of flies in front of her face, and just this moment, looking at her, looking back towards the door, looking kind of towards the side where like the move on door's at. I don't think there really is a perfect solution. It's hand kind of grasping at air, doing this little like twirl motion. You have to take a chance. Win or lose, accept it and move on. If you do come back, I kind of Wink's not moving, she's still floating, and just I'll make an attempt to visit as often if you can come back and win. Otherwise, hugging at the little cloak in the back, just kind of, I'll have something to remember you by at least. Then there's a bit of a pause, partial like removal of it or like flipping it forward and just going, if you do come back though, if you want it back, I have no complaints.
Honestly, dear, I think it looks better on you.
And it's just,
But thank
it
you.
kind of is my color, huh?
It is. It's actually camoed with your skin quite well.
It's that moment of and with that like flying into forehead kind of deal, giving it like a starfish hug kind of thing, just being goofy. And the little thing of like, you do have to make your choice soon though. There's friend, colleague, and then there's a bit of a pause, maybe a possible lover for myself that died, and we need to get you and others out for her to come back. I would love it for both of you to be back, but circumstance.
I see.
Like at this point, she feels like tears coming from Key on the forehead, trickling down, and just I don't want to lose either of you, but and just trails off.
Do you want me to come back?
There's a bit of a sniffle and this very up against the forehead nod. Just, I do, but the chances.
Dearie. She just kind of feel finger on your back and just kind of gentle rubs and like soft circles.
There's a bit of a like relax and just, yeah.
For you, I'll do what I can.
And there's just a moment of, any games you're particularly good at? You might be able to get some advantage on him?
Well, honestly, unlike a lot of people here, I've been watching more diligently about the games, and I stopped recently just because I had an idea. That's part of the reason why she kind of points over and you see all the vials.
And with that one, it's just a bit of sniffling. Oh?
Roll me a nature check or arcana check at advantage.
Nature or arcana? I will do nature.
You can tell that these are almost like slight alterations of polymorph potions. They're meant to modify the genetics of a body in small aspects. They're not meant to be full transformations, but like almost like the essence of certain creatures.
Probably at that point, like, curiosity's peaked. And just, wait, you created how many? What huh? And like zipping back and forth with like the usual pixie excitement of hers.
As you can actually see immediately, one of them is literally, you can see there's like crude, like, solid figure drawings of different creatures on the bottles. And the first one that catches your eye immediately is one of a centaur.
And then there's just seeing that one after zipping back and forth, going, "Wait, you took parts of? Huh? Wait, how?
I
When?"
didn't take a part. I only took essence. Look, it helped with the research for the plan. Okay? It's
just-
fine.
You still took some hair, at least I bet.
Oh, I definitely took some hair. But
And you-
yes, the rules for the game said that we could not get outside help during a game. But there was nothing that said we couldn't do any preparation beforehand.
And there's
So,
this like her, flying, kind of doing like little inflate upside down circles and sort of deal, just going, "Have a point."
when I found a game of interest, I started preparing. And I was here, had fun with finding other things, and then, well, thought about what would happen if I won. And then you just kind of see her face go cold for a moment.
And with that one, it'd just be another like to the forehead starfish hug of a moment of win first, deal with after, then.
Yes.
And then there's a moment of and kind of glancing back down the other hallway towards main hall. If you don't want to go back to home, I could maybe see if Echo can pull some strings.
I mean, if possible, that'd be nice. But whatever happens, happens. Right now, I just worry about my sweet little pixie.
And there's this. And
You silly.
it's just, I know, I'm alive, I'm well, but I really did miss you.
Missed you too. Now, tell me about this potential. What did you say? A potential wife? Girlfriend?
This
Lover?
moment of, well, kind of looking out the door. There's a couple. Two of them are stops tieflings, but they're technically more than that. And then there's a pause. Remember my one husband I may have made mention of?
Oh my
From the
goodness,
Hell's
darling.
Devil?
Oh gods. Hold that thought as you see her run and grab like a bundle of herbs and start doing some hot water. And it's like, we're gonna have some tea. We're gonna have a great conversation about this while we finish brewing this last potion. Oh, it's gonna be such a good time. I'd love to hear about your new friends.
And he's going, well, there's those two. There's a Shifter and stops. Not sure what to call the guy. And then kind of looks over. Silas was Alistar? Now question mark? Like very
Ooh.
like as she's saying question mark, shrug, just some people did some things to him. He's combination of some stuff.
Oh my goodness, a combination of different entities and abomination. Oh, I need to speak with him. I need some elements for research and notes. And you guys will probably spend the next hours just talking.
Back and forth about like what the rest of the party is, just all the stories and stuff of what they've done.
Exactly. And with that, let's go full circle with one last piece. Belza. Where are
Hi.
you? There you are. Hi.
I've
How are
been
you doing?
I've been camera
You've
moving
been
for a bit.
camera bouncing. I've been watching.
Nip, 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 nip. Back in there. Back where I go.
How are you doing?
I am doing all right. I'm still supporting Kilara and just kind of sitting quietly, probably hopped up on, I think this is a desk? Or no, this
Yeah.
is a carpet.
Or actually, no, that's a carpet. The desk is over here. You want to join Lex on the desk?
Yes. Disrespect the desk.
Disrespect the desks.
Just the two girls just hopped up, just legs curled up like, whoop. We're here just to watch
Oh, this
the
is-
chaos. Probably pulling out a little bit of like the popcorn and like other like goodies from last night. Just want a snack?
Oh, hell yes. Place your bet. Do you think Killar's gonna kick him in the dick?
Mmm. You deserve it.
He definitely would. Ooh, actually, if he deserves a bad enough bite off the dick.
It might not like the taste.
Okay, kick in the dick it is.
Kick in the dick. And we're just
in the
gonna
dick.
watch this happen.
Kilara,
Yes.
how are you doing?
Kilara's doing okay. So Kilara is kind of just arms folded, watching Warrigal do his reps. He's working out. He's trying to exhaust himself and everything else, and just kind of watches for a bit. And does he acknowledge? Does he do anything, or does he just push through and just keep doing what he's been doing?
He keeps doing the set that he was on with push-ups.
Mhm.
And then he gets up, he rolls over, moves to sit-ups. And then
Okay.
he sits up, like as he's doing the sit-ups, he's eyeing you from the door.
Mhm.
It's like he knows you're there.
Okay.
And finally, about at number 50, you just hear him be like, if you're going to just sit there, can you at least get over here and help your old man with his feet?
Kilara will come over to where his feet are, look down at them, and I suppose that what he's asking is to put like weight on his feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Kilara.
the fans what they want and step on them.
Kilara will look down, just kind of look down at the feet, look back up at him, and just kind of shake their head and keep walking past and sit in this little chair off to the side, pulling it around. And rather than doing their usual perch thing, they just kind of slide it back and sit down, throw their one leg up over the other, and just kind of arms folded, flop down into the chair. You planning to do this all day, or?
And what if I am?
I was just wondering what you were up to. I mean, I'd feel sorry for putting you here if you deserved an apology, but I'm not so sure you do.
Just kind of keeps going with the set.
Mm-hmm. Kilara will eye up some of the bottles. I imagine that there's some fulls, some empties.
Yeah,
Is there something full?
definitely.
Okay. Take it, maybe uncork it. Give it a good sniff. Is it good or is it bad alcohol?
Define good or bad.
Is it
I would
like
say it's kind of mid.
yeah, is it like rubbing alcohol, or does it smell like something that's actually like good on the nose, like an actual like something you could enjoy?
Bad.
Okay.
Like you can light this
Something-
shit on fire, bad.
Okay.
Ooh.
They sniff the
Fire is
bottle
the
and yeah, they sniff the bottle and recoil a bit. Ugh. You never did have good taste, except in Mom. You certainly pick a good wife, don't you?
It was great. Took care of you lot.
Yeah, she did. Something you never did. Takes a big drink. Oh. She worked hard, you know. She cared.
He finishes the set, gets up,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of eyes you down. Worked hard too.
She did. I got a lot of respect for her. You know,
But I'm guessing you got none from me.
to say I have none for you would be an understatement.
Fucking costs.
Will like reach over to hand the bottle so he can take a drink.
He will cautiously take it.
I let it slip and fall to the floor. Ooh. Butterfingers. You know, I got something I gotta ask you.
Kind of goes to sit on the hammock.
How long you been here? Looking around the room at all the bottles.
He just kind of starts counting the bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And for funsies,
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez.
about 20 bottles worth.
For you, that's a long afternoon, isn't it? Couldn't be that long.
Mm. Lady in white comes and tries to take the bottles every few weeks.
Who's the lady in white?
Whatever that lady is down at the bar. All I know is I go down in the mornings, I get a few bottles, and then I come back here.
So your plan is to stick it out here in this room and drink and work yourself to... Well, you can't drink yourself to death, so what's the plan?
Enjoying the booze while I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Training as much as I can every day. When I think I'm ready, I'll go and kick his ass.
Oh. How are you gonna kick his ass?
You want to find out?
Oh, I'm more than interested. Because, I mean, before you answer, didn't you intend to kick my ass? And didn't I put you here? Me and my friends?
Kind of with that, you're going to see him get up.
Mm-hmm.
As he walks over to you, punts the bottle that you dropped on the ground as it shatters against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
As you just hear that low rumble growl. As he just leans in. How about a fucking demonstration then?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know if you'd be able to, old man. If I'm being perfectly honest with you. I'm not too scared of you anymore. Because even if you succeed, guess what? You'll still be here. And she, like, Kilara, when they do that, they emphasize, they go, you'll still be here. The 3 times that they kind of, almost like periods, kind of poke him in the chest.
Roll me an athletics check.
Athletics check coming up. 20 total. And a natural 1.
Also, that disadvantage to the D. Oh, wow. That's right. We both have disadvantage.
Yeah.
You got the
geez.
nat
Yeah.
1.
I forgot about
Oh,
that.
no.
Well, guess what? I have
I was
disadvantage as
about
well.
to
Those
say.
2 D20s for how many bottles of booze were around the room.
Hold on.
Let's find out. Hold on.
Can we double the nat ones?
Nope.
No, we can't.
What we could do is Key give an inspiration because I got one from Mori.
I'm fine with
I'll
that.
allow it. Key, do you want to give up your inspiration?
Nah, it's fine.
All right.
I'll write out the natural one.
So as you do that 3 taps of still be here, you go to put that final tap in, and he literally lunges forward, grabs you by the throat, claws extended, as just partially pins you against the wall.
Okay.
As you just feel the hand tighten around your neck. And yet, even though you would think this is supposed to hurt, there's no pain.
Because you can't hurt anybody here, right?
Correct.
I'm just leaning
He's
over
just
the
kind of
door.
leaning.
I'm waiting to see if Kalara gives a signal if they need help.
No. They'd probably see you, just kind of glance over and just, like, kind of, like, loose hand would be like, no.
Just kind of leans in. I liked you better when you were a scared pup.
It's usually how you like people. You like to be bigger, stronger. You like to be the alpha, right?
You most certainly ain't it.
I don't need to be an alpha. Unlike you, I got people who give a shit about me. Win or lose, they got me back.
Roll me an intimidation.
Oh, and they say this with just this cocky, shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Am I
In
able
fact, do it with advantage, because you've been,
Yeah, you've got
with
the
bells in
looming.
there, not to mention just you've been cooking.
It's only a 13.
The fun of making a stat block for this man. And I'm going to ask the important question here.
Yes.
How serious are you about, like, what in your gut are you hoping happens to your father?
I don't think Kilara truly cares about what he decides to do with himself. I think Kilara, for the sake of Lexa, would like to get him gone in 2 days so that we can get out of here. But I don't think that Kilara does care anymore. And I think that a lot of the catharsis is that for them, it's that family isn't necessarily who you're born to or whatever. It's the people you surround yourself and the people you love. And I think the damage that he did and everything that he had done, as poor a father as he was, I think that Kilara's moved on, and the disdain, like those feelings, like the parties over last time, all those things were not because of Kilara being like scared of confrontation with Warrigal or anything. It's just been disappointment at this point. It's just disappointment in him and who he is and who he chooses to be. So, yeah.
As with that thought, as he's just kind of looking at you, and he sees the growth. Whether or not he's going to acknowledge it's a whole nother animal. As finally, with a moment, you kind of see the pupils contract a little. As he gives your neck one final squeeze, you feel the air stop for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lets you go. And he walks out. Literally passing you, like getting to you, Bells, and it's just like, move.
Before he can leave, Kilara is going to say one more thing.
Yeah.
What game you planning on picking?
As they kind of clutch their throat and hold it for a sec, kind of rubbing it.
I want you to roll me an insight with advantage.
Insight with advantage. Because Kilara has a big line cooking, and I'm ready to deliver it, I think. Insight with advantage?
Yes. Because even though your father's a dick, you feel pretty
Only a
solid
10.
about what your father is.
Mm-hmm. It's only a 10.
What do you think he's going to do?
He's been training. He's been buffing himself up, trying to get strong. I think a fight. I think he believes himself to be the strongest, the alpha, this whole bullshit that Kilar doesn't really believe in, and is going to attempt to fight his way through and defeat in combat.
As your gut says that's what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that you kind of realize as you're looking around in the room is all you see are bottles
Mm-hmm.
and the armor that he came in with, but there's no weapon.
Hmm.
Do you want to say anything?
Yeah. They'll kind of take their hand away from their throat and just kind of look down at their own hand and say,
You know, you've been in here for so long. It wouldn't be a surprise to me if you were just ready to fail. Because kind of what you've been your whole life, isn't it? You've been really good at failing. You were a bad guy. You were a bad leader. You were a bad father. I'd be pretty afraid of what else you might be bad at too, if I were you. So what do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna roll over. You're gonna take your beating. You're gonna lose this. Or do you think you've got something, finally, for the first time in your miserable fucking life, that you can do right? Because I can tell you you've done one good thing. And only one good thing.
go ahead, Belza, sorry.
Finally, man up. You ain't getting any stronger in here. Everyone faces death. Face it like a man.
Kilara will finish and just say,
The only one good thing you've done was an accident. You brought me and me brother back together. And I'm not going to thank you for that, because you didn't mean it.
And with that, he will push his way through and just walk out. As you can see, he's turning towards the bar.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm flipping him off the entire time he's walking away.
Also, MJ, fucking shit, take a point of inspiration, because damn, that slapped.
Yeah!
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Those will go.
Lara will walk out and kind of give like a.
Semicolon, you are right. They are a
Absolutely.
goddamn monarch.
They will look to you, Belza, and just like reach up for like a fist bump.
I'll go for the fist bump and then just pull in for a hug.
Mhm.
You did good.
Aw.
I don't feel like it, but it needed to be said.
Now let's watch Goose beat him into the ground.
So, checking in. How are we doing, players? We doing okay? Do we need to take a quick break? What are we feeling?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm doing all right.
Alright.
I could
Hmm.
use a quick break to use the restroom.
Let's go and do that then. This is honestly a good stopping
Mhm.
point. So we've kind of had a full rotation and preparations have been made. For our chat, thank you guys so much for watching and everything so far. The stage is set. The preparations have been made. We will see what the games are for Death's Door in just a little bit. We're going
Alright.
to take a 5-ish minute break.
Yes.
Long enough for us to go to the restroom, get water, etc., etc., etc. And when we return, you will see what is in store for our death games. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye for
Be
now.
back soon. Be back soon.
3, 2, 1. Oh boy, everyone gets to hear me count down and make numbers. Oh boy.
Numbers.
Hi.
Numbers!
Hello.
Welcome back,
Hi-yo.
everybody. And for those that stuck around during the break, thank you so much for continuing to hang out while we're taking a moment for self-care needs. While we are getting ourselves settled back in, it is time to do the chaos shit that I always do, or I try to do during the break. Worst case, I end up doing at the end. Where is my bullshit music? The fun of having so much music, I always lose track of where the fuck it is. There it is. While we're getting settled in, let's go ahead and handle some housekeeping. I saw a lot of interaction in the chat. Thank you guys so much for that. Again, happy birthday to the Light's Darkness. But yeah, we do a lot of, when we're in the session, we can only interact with so much, but I always like to try to give love during the break. Thank you, Simi, for giving the chaos by throwing in a disadvantage to every freaking body. Or actually, Sarah, I think, gave disadvantage to me, and then you gave disadvantage to the players. We also had Sarah that's been interacting. Thank you guys so much for just hanging out. Also, thank you to our new followers, Captain Cosmic 13 and the Light's Darkness. Oh, and thank you, Maury, for giving Key the inspiration earlier. But last but not least, we do have to do some shameless plugs today. The main shameless plugs we have to do, and it's been a hot minute. One, thank you to Chesapeake for the lovely art, or at least some of the lovely art that we've been using. But a lot of the art we...
You mean Chepeku?
Get the fuck out! No. The other big thank you, though, is actually with a lot of the art that we've been using today, which is not from Chepeku for once. Holy shit! As it's actually from Eldermancy, content creator on YouTube, who made a whole set of content from Ghostfire Gaming for Seeker's Guide to Twisted Taverns. It's a fantasy book that deals with different types of taverns you can put in your worlds. And that's what we've been using for this chapter, one called Death's Door Tavern. And it's just been one that's been a passion project. It's evolved over the years from the starting content to have new characters and such for our world and story. So thank you so much, Eldermancy, for letting us use your content and such for this amazing chapter and story. If you like this content and you want to put it in your own games and such, if you look down the panels in our thank you section, you'll find a link to Seeker's Guide to Twisted Taverns in the panel section, where you can follow that link and get a copy of the book yourself. Besides that, our usual rapid fire thank yous. Thank you to... Oh god, that moment when your brain fails. McCloud. Your musical badass. Kevin McCloud. Fucking shit. And besides that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching and interacting. As it does help keep things going, as we're super excited to be diving into season 2. And yes, join the ABU. Do it. The natural text box tells you so. Wait, what's that in your ear? Bap!
Hey, guess what? To join the ABU, all you have to do is join the Discord and choose the role. You can find the link right now.
There's pamphlets, there's members only jackets, comes with all kinds of wonderful benefits. We even have a little mascot quokka.
What if we get our last subscriber? Sticker merch that you can buy to support the ABU and our starving artists.
Hello.
Please support the starving artists.
So starve, much artist.
I might even give options for the froggy stickers.
The frog.
So froggy.
Oh my god.
There's at least 2 of them.
Holy fucking shit.
Join the anti-bear union now.
With that in mind, the players, are you ready to dive back in?
Yes.
As
At
with
least I
that,
am.
then, what about the rest of you?
I'm good to go.
All right. Then with that, as we change the music around a little bit, getting the scenes back in place. Before our break, you guys were having a chance to interact with your loved ones, your annoyed ones, the dead that you brought here. With a simple goal of getting them to either play a game or move on. You all did a good job at convincing all of them to choose to play in some form or capacity. With that, though, the evening goes without issue as you enjoy good food, good drinks. You each have chances to talk with your people, or those that did, about what they're going to do for their games. But there's one last piece of business that I have before we do the games. As this is a fun little bonus bit that we get to do every time I run Death's Door. As one final thing they're given when people choose to go sign up for their games. And thank you, Sarah B96, for getting us our final subscriber.
And like that,
Yo!
we will unlock sticker merch for the ABU. Let's go, people!
Let's go.
Brain cell. Let's get that thought. Oh yes, of course we want stickers.
I want stickers. I want stickers too.
Honestly, the ADD brain is thinking we also need to probably work on getting stickers for just in general with the characters and shit.
You want to know what's really funny?
What's really fucking funny?
I've already done the research and I know who we're gonna do. Tell you later.
Let's talk about it later. Back to what I was saying though. Fuck. Upon signing up for a game, most everybody is given a bundle of herbs. Meant to be a calming agent. People use it in different forms. Some use it to light as incense. Some brew it in tea. There's different ways that everybody interacts and uses it. But in the end, everybody will get to use it this evening. And because everyone's getting to use it are dead, I'm going to do something a little creative here. Because I'd say you all get contact with this just through interacting in the tavern and such over the course of the night. Silas, Kilara, and Key. You can each ask me one question unfiltered. I will answer it. if you desire.
I think I'm good on this.
Any one question?
Pretty much. I'd say in general the idea would be about this world and / or what is to come. But if you have something outside of that, you can.
Oh, I have two really good ones. But which
One.
one?
Sarah 96 beat us to the kill.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Sebastian Zargash. I'm going to ask, even though I want to give the chaos funny question, I'm going to ask, is there any one surefire weakness or way to beat death? I guess let's phrase it like this. Is there any one surefire weakness that death has?
Lamau, you just asked a question that she has to think on.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, not as much as you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
From what you've seen so far, you realize one thing. Death, when you fight death, a lot of times you are fighting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one weird linchpin to all this that doesn't quite click at first. If you're fighting yourself, then how are you supposed to get over that?
Okay.
But there's one little glitch in this scenario. From what you've heard and what you've seen, Goose is still just a man. He's a man that's been put in a situation that isn't really... It seems like something that he shouldn't be in, yet he is.
Yeah. Unassuming. Okay.
The way to get an advantage from him might just be the simple fact of taking advantage of the fact that he's still human.
Mm-hmm.
Silas, do you have a question? Also, MJ, that was a great question, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, I have a question.
What is your question?
And you're saying this is an unfiltered question. I can ask whatever I want at no repercussions, and you'll have to give me an honest answer. Yes?
I'm gonna fucking regret this, the fact that you're putting it like this.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I will ask for as a point of clarification, it must be relevant to this world and this moment in time.
Don't worry. It is.
Go.
I just need to know yes or no to my previous question.
Which question was that? I don't remember.
Oh, well then shit. That sucks. I guess I'm gonna take that as a yes.
No, I really don't remember what the question was.
It's all good. I got it. What is Goose's real name? It's not Goose. It has to be something else.
You found my other question.
The fact that the two of you had the same one in mind.
What?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, same
So
brain
what-
cell, hands down. Totally did not. Let me delete the direct message real first. Delete the evidence. Delete the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will say, and this is one of those weird scenarios where I am going to be a little bit of a cheeky bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Only a little bit. As you have a thought of, as you're sleeping comfortably, the revelation that who in their right mind is going to name their child fucking Goose?
Mm-hmm.
Mother had to call it something else, but in the process, it has to be something close to that. As you start going through names in your head, And eventually you reach one that it sounds so off in your head. Like it doesn't match. Like it's that level like, no. Could maybe? Possibly? And I'm gonna type it in the chat space on our Discord so the Twitch chat has the fucking weight. And I'm sure pronunciation will go a little wrong with this when it happens, which is gonna make it even funnier.
Can't wait to get this name. I'm gonna use it immediately.
How dare you? Just for that, says Sarah.
Luna has an idea for it, but Belza doesn't know.
Disadvantage for the DM.
Again?
Yep.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Who names their kid that? That's worse than Goose.
I like it, personally.
Vince said, I'd rather take the bigger L of Goose.
Over actual name, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody
you know
say
what?
it. Nobody say it.
Nobody
I'm
say it.
gonna say it. You are not taking this away from me. I'm gonna say it.
Can I send you an idea?
In game.
Yes.
Oh God. The report, I swear. Moving on. As the next day comes around, everybody, if you need to take a long rest, you definitely got your long rest, obviously, but not really needed in this case. As you all settle in for the final day, as for once, Kilara, as you wake up, everybody's kind of getting up and rolling. Kilara, you pass by Wargul's room and the door's open, everything's cleared out.
Maybe he got some gumption to finally get off his ass and do something.
And they'll continue on to see if maybe they're in the main space, like where they make the challenges.
Yep, as he's already kind of sitting, just ready and waiting. Armor on. Looks like he had some food. Just patiently waiting.
Kilara will come up, spin the chair around, go back to their usual self, and kind of sit on it in reverse and put their arms on the back of the chair and just look across at Wargle.
Thank you for the hydration.
Oh, thank you.
Hydrate.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
You gonna fight? Wrestle? Arm wrestle? What's the plan?
Just kind of gives you a look, and it's just like, I'm gonna do the only thing I know I can do.
All right.
I don't think he knows he's a massive stinker.
In more ways than one.
Meanwhile, the twins getting up. We're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss him. Eat shit. Come on, up. Knocking on the door for Silas.
Yeah.
Up.
Rude.
Good morning.
I had the weirdest fucking dream, alright? Please.
Come on, grumpy pants. Let's go. And get coffee after. Come on.
I get this picture
It's not even the
equally-
coffee I care about. It's a. You know what? I'll tell you later.
I get this picture equally he and Pale Laser room just kind of flying in circles like above her, just going, "Today's the day."
So you know what? Just be a pain in the ass. Sit over by the table. Hey, boss.
Morning, sunshine.
Have you been there all day and night?
No, I've walked around. I've gotten my time.
You cast like invisibility. We didn't see you all day yesterday.
Yeah, because you were fucking busy doing your jobs.
Oh shit, I thought we were on vacation.
It kind of gives you just gives you a shitting look and just deadpan look, and it's just like, I mean, you could just choose to not finish this task, and Lux has to stay here.
Well, joke's on you. I already did my task yesterday, so ha!
Well, it's not over till we officially get them cleared out, so let's just hang tight.
Don't worry, we'll get rid of them like a bad stink.
When he says
Just
that, I
kinda-
look over to the dad, like,
Probably like further up the hallway.
By
you
the
just
way,
hear,
Silas does not know who this man is.
God, does not recognize Oni fight thing. Meanwhile, you hear from like up the hallway, Key just going, come on, let's go, let's get this done."
No,
Like just
because
you
he
know,
was a big evil monster the first time he met him.
yeah,
Fair.
just
he's
kind of,
like in human form, trying to like basically dragging Pale Lady in a way towards the door, and just kind of like, probably the others are here. Come on, let's go.
Oh god, it's 5 more minutes. Fine.
good
Yeah, come on.
morning!
This is make or break it, and I know you have this. And as like entering the door,
Alright.
you just see
Am I-
Key like bust through, like, you know, pops open the door in human form, shrinks down to the pixie thing, and like very Sylvan excitedly just flying around each of the party members, going, "This is the, you know, this is this one, this is this one." That like super excited and really weirdly chipper. Like she hasn't been like this for a long while, if at all, with you guys. So it's like a moment of
Which
hid inside a Key in a sense.
before we go any further for our chat, just in case you didn't get to see them in the last session, let us show off these other characters that we have for our currently departed. As we have, let's see, the Hunter, Silas's twin. We also have the Pale Lady. Seriously, that one's fucking gorgeous.
Mhm.
Oh, make sure that's there.
I did. And last but not least, as everyone's getting settled in, or actually, we'll save the last one for just a moment. As Key, you're going around introducing everybody, and you get to Silas, and you just see the Pale Lady like get like way too close to the personal space, and it's like, tell me, how does the 4 eyes function? Do they work independently, or are they in sync like the phalanges on a hand?
That's a good question. Try to blink just one.
He blinks
So
just
just hold-
one.
So just hold up a finger. It's like, follow this one with just your right corner eye.
He does? Ma'am!
Fascinating. The individual.
You know what? If you come back alive, you could experiment me on all day. I don't give a shit. Just leave me alone for now. I got a lot going on in my brain.
Meanwhile, Key just flying over. Careful, she'll take you up on that.
What?
I do wonder about your brain. As you see her, like, she takes your head, it starts to adjust to be like, I wonder if the frontal cortex is increased.
While this is all happening in the background, Kilara's been staring at Wargle. And has he been looking at Kilara as well? Like kind of a back and forth, like looking at each other kind of thing?
Yeah, he's kind of been... It's been one of those things where 90% of his focus is on you.
Mm-hmm.
But every little bit, you'll see his eyes just move to somebody else.
Right.
Looking at
Kilara.
Silas, looking at Key, looking at Lexa, back to you.
If I'm gonna be-
Kilara will... Oh, go ahead.
if I'm gonna be funny for like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Prolonged eye contact.
Anyway.
Kilara, hearing the hysteria in the background, everybody just like, oh, can you move him? Like everybody's kind of having a good time and being goofy and everything. And Kilara finally just like smiles and giggles to themselves. And they look down at the table and they'll say,
You know, one thing you really missed out in life. You should have surrounded yourself with more people that loved you. And I think you would have had a much better life if you'd done that. Some friends would have done you good.
and stands up from the table and walks over to their friends and just kind of embraces them, just like,
Hi, good morning.
Morning! Just big ol' hug from Belza.
Get this devil woman away from me!
Suffer!
He laughing and then just probably flies into Kiara's face like starfish hug, like she does the pale lady.
Oh,
just,
jeez.
Morning. So all you feel is like Key's arms on like left and right of your forehead, her like body at like the bridge of your nose area, and legs are like just barely within sight from like corners of your eyes.
Muffled from beneath.
Nice to see you too, Key. Can I breathe now?
And there's a moment of oops, sorry, and like
Thank
flies
you.
flies back out in a way, just like first I have it.
It's fun. It feels good to be appreciated.
As Kilara, I want you to roll me an insight
An insight.
with advantage, because I want to see if you catch us about your old man.
Terrible. 9.
You did have
I will say
inspiration.
this much. Yeah, if you want to use it, it's up to you.
Why not? And this is just a single roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the first one. 20.
Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
As you have this moment with your friends, your family, your found family.
Yeah.
You take a moment to look back at Wargul, and you see something that you don't recognize him for a moment. As you've seen this stern-faced failure of a man your whole life. And for the first time, you think ever, you see the slightest hints of regret.
Okay.
As about this time, you see Goose walk in, holding a glass, and just kind of meandering his way to the table. I was like, morning.
Good morning.
God, you all are busy today. Good. Reset. Yep.
Kilara, before they continue, will run over and slam their hands down on the table.
So, tell me, why is a goose? Tell me now. I need to know.
What? You're still...
Yeah, you have to tell me.
Why are you still on this?
I believe it's a rule. It's kind of like with cops or whatever, right? They have to tell you, right? You have to tell me.
Add to the insanity as Killer is doing this and Goose is like doing that. He kind of like flies over, comes around him a bit and going, come on, it can't be that bad.
Oh, God. I will be so ready for Aiko to take you all home, please!
Flies in front. What? What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that
Honk honk.
You all are only here for a little bit. I'm stuck here dealing with everybody calling me by that. It's just, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Like that, he just like, come on. What's worse, the nickname or the actual name? Both are interesting in their own right.
Well, they're interesting in their own right. Bullshit. I love my mom, but also she chose an awful name. I'll tell you what. If all of your players, if all of your people win their games today, I'll tell you my name. How's that? There. Are you happy?
And just all of them win? Don't like those chances. How about if one wins?
2.
And it's just like, looking over to Kilara. Like, looking over, shit-eating grin and shrug, like, do we?
We'll never get the answer. Mon's not gonna win.
It's just,
Turns to walk away.
yours might not win, but Hunter over there has a good shot, I bet. And she, looks over at Pale Lady, and my teacher definitely will win. Like, with super confidence on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then looking back to Goose, like, kind of not like directly in his face, but at least like flying such a way where like he gets a nice eyeful and just you're on, and then flies away.
And I'm just gonna look over at Killar's dad, like, you're gonna take that shit lying down?
Just kind of sits there. Just he's focused. He's not. You can tell he's kind of trying to tune out everything that's going on.
Wait, Beza,
Trying.
who is that?
Kind of bringing him in. Brings House in. You don't see the family resemblance?
No, he's too scrungly. Wait,
That's him.
related to who?
Pointing to Kilara, then pointing at Vorgel. Kilara, then Vorgel. Kilara, then Vorgel.
Wait, that's whose ass we kicked?
Yeah!
That
The
we
one that
shoved
got-
through a goddamn door?
The one that was
Uh-huh.
onified? Yes.
That? Really?
Uh-huh.
God, I don't know whether to feel bad or happy he's dead.
God damn! You guys diss this man.
Kilara's just stifling a laugh, looking over at Warrigal, like almost wanting to say I'm sorry for my friends, but also like you deserve this.
So big,
This
and
is
I
an all
pushed
for
him
one
like he
roast.
was a paperweight.
Kind of grinning, like, this is the best roast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously. I thought he was big and strong, but I can see now he really wasn't.
Ooh.
The resting bitch face on this man.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's
With
where
that, though,
Imhar
you'll
gets
hear-
the scowl from.
Yes. As about this
Oh,
time,
yep,
Goose
yep.
like, oh.
There's the family resemblance. They both get that weird brow furrow. All 3 of them.
Kilara shoots you a look, by the way, with that weird brow furrow. Just excuse the fuck out of me.
You
Oh
can
my
see it,
God.
yes, there. Face 1, face 2.
He's looking back and forth. Yeah, not kinda, yeah.
With that, though, Goose is probably like, all right, can you stop roasting the dead?
Yeah, it's kind of like beating a dead horse. I'm gonna kind of gesture Kilara over. Share some snacks. And I'm kind of leaning the snack bag towards Aiko as well.
Sure.
See Aiko just grab a handful. All right. So, Grud, how many games we got? He kind of pulls out the black book and sifts through. Looks like you got 3 this morning, 3 this afternoon. Your priorities are ones that are already here. Good. Makes shit easy. Who's first? Get this knocked out. As probably without much hesitation, Wargle will go ahead and just get up, walk over, yeet the table out of the way, just eyeing him down.
Family resemblance for sure.
Me. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Let me guess. We're fighting? You just see him kind of crack knuckles. It's like, It's the only thing I got.
Predictable. Who you gonna fight, old man?
As you just see him turn to look at you, the eyes borderline feral. As you'll see Goose kind of immediately kind of pull, like there was a staff that was kind of leaning behind him. As he picks it up and flips the staff forward. And as you see, like, Wargle is about to lunge towards you, the tip of the staff extends out to a red scythe right on his neck. To remind you, you choose the game, I choose the condition.
All bark, no bite.
Kilara will say under their breath.
And now I gotta make another check. I think I see what we're doing today. Oracle, you're getting a rare treat. You're fighting. You can choose between two. You can fight me, or you can fight them. As you see Goose tilt the blade downwards so it's no longer at his neck, still pointing straight towards you, Kilara. Choose fast before I change my mind. As probably without much hesitation with that, just lunges straight towards you.
Okay.
And as that happens, it's like, well, that makes shit easy on my part. Alright. Standard guests, stay out. We can carry some of you. Actually, I know who. Our guests, come on. We gotta take a trip.
Oh, field trip.
As you see Goose walk over to the side door as he cracks it open. And you all are gonna head back into a small little storage area where what you see inside are various crates of different sizes and shapes. As he cracks one open and you see a light just pour out of it.
Ah, what's this exactly?
Everything dies, including memories. As you'll see him literally just kind of sit on the side of the crate, flip his legs around, and he just goes in and nothing.
Okay.
And with that, Grud just kind of peeks over. It's like, he's really shit explaining this. Since we can't really properly fight here, we have to go somewhere else. So, if you're gonna do your fight, you better follow him.
Well, better now than never. Woo! And I'm gonna jump in.
And with that, I'm just gonna confirm while I get the scene change prepped. I'm assuming everybody is following.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That. We don't need him there right now. As you all settle into this space, and my computer chooses to finish rendering this beautiful image, When you land on the ground, you're greeted with what looks to be like a large tree. As it feels like it's even partially in the clouds. Too bad you can't see much past the clouds, as it just looks to be like... It almost reminds you of how that plane looked that you all just came from, when it was starting to fade away and fall apart. As you see portions of the tree disintegrating, as you see parts of the sky have holes in them to just this infinite dark void. It's kind of somber. In Kilara, you actually recognize this tree. Just maybe not to this extent of its glory.
Mm-hmm.
This is the tree from your home.
Mm. That tree.
That tree.
Okay.
To the point where it was at its prime.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least you would assume it was its prime if it wasn't slowly disintegrating around you.
I think Kilara, upon that realization, is kind of clutching and holding Wojiech, which is a piece that's carved from a large branch of it. Just kind of holding it, just kind of feeling almost the spiritual energy or just kind of the general energy of it, being tied to their family through generations and generations and generations.
As it resonates true. This is its home. This is your home.
Mm-hmm.
Home field advantage.
As with that, Goose looks over to Wargle and it's like, seemed fitting for him to see his home one more time.
I wouldn't call this his home. He wasn't very good at sticking around it.
Before I let you all beat the shit out of each other, let me remind you of the rules here.
Sure.
No outside interference. Besides that, must support the living or the potential for life. So in this case, I do understand you all have animosity towards him, but at the same time, don't go raising him too hard. I am only here really to moderate. If I see something that catches my eye, I ask you to stop. Please stop. Besides that, the only other condition I will say is, why don't we go till... How about we say we go till one of you's bloodied? First person to get bloodied loses. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, Kilara's gonna look over at Wargle. Does Wargle have a weapon?
No.
Okay.
Only if it's a fair fight.
Starts undoing, kind of lets the net down onto the ground, falls off their back. They grab at the heads of their kukri, toss them up out of the sheaths, catch them, and throw them down so they stick into the wood. And they're just there. And they take Wojiech and kind of hand it, kind of step over and hand it over to, I'll say, Belza.
Keep an eye on this with you.
I'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Means the world to me.
Go get him. Kick his ass.
And we'll probably wrap it up in the fur of the hyena pelt that they carry with them, so that it's there all together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
As you kind of say that, you'll see Goose just kind of look over to Wargle, and it's like, and I'll remind you of the final rule. This is your chance to go back. If you win, you go back. If you lose, you ain't going back. And with that, you'll see the form start to shift as you see the jaw kind of extend into that muzzle as he leans down and is ready to go.
I'll do a little transformation too.
All right.
I will match his. I will shift as well.
All right.
Oh, well, I actually have a token thing for that.
You do. And with that, I think it's time for some music change.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. While I'm doing this, MJ, go on ahead and roll me initiative.
Will do. Select my token. Oops. I have to select my token. There we go. Kaboof. Wow.
With
That's a
fucking a
23.
vengeance. Ah, shit. Damn it. Add turn. 23. And what about Wargle? Yeah, that tracks. Alright. And just confirming, Kilar, your current HP is still 66?
66.
Bournemouth. Alright, then in that case, we are ready to rock.
Sorry. Oh, wait, no, I do get temp when I shift.
Yep.
I forget.
So make sure you add it.
Yeah. Hold on, make sure. It is 2 times your proficiency bonus. So it is 6. Okay. Yep.
Alright. With that, Kilar, you got first crack.
Is he there, or did he move so that he's opposed, or where is he?
I'd say he's probably opposed. We'll say
Okay.
that.
Kilara wastes no time. Bonus action, Rage. And as I do, I'm sprinting forward and just saying, like, I got this one from Belza! And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, and I'm going to lunge at him. And I'm going to go for an unarmed strike, which I don't actually have statistically. I don't have it in my attacks, which I should. But it would be, since I'm proficient, it would be...
You're pretty much using your main weapon of choice, however that would be.
Okay.
It should be about the same.
Yeah, it'd be a +7 to hit. So it'd be 2 less than the Great Boomerang. So I'm just going to do with my Kukri.
Yep, make it so.
I think. Does a 16 hit?
It does not, actually.
Ooh. I swing, and I miss. Largely telegraphed attack.
Yeah. And anything else?
I've used my bonus action, I've used my move action, I've used my action, so... Wait, I'm level... What am I? I do have 2 attacks.
Thing. You do have 2 attacks. That's why I asked.
Right.
Yo.
There we go. Crit.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that unarmed strikes are 1 plus your strength modifier, correct?
Correct. In this case, what we'll say is because it was a crit, double that number.
Okay. Double the...
So whatever your damage you would be for your unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm. Just
So what's your strength modifier? Yeah, we're just going to double it.
Well, that's kind of a interesting one. So my strength is 4, but because I'm raging, I believe I add...
Yep.
You're
gonna add
2?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yep. So it'd be 6 plus 1, so 7 damage on that. So that would be a 14 damage hit.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I guess I feint over top, telegraphed, and maybe he dodges under, but he doesn't see the big knee coming up from underneath.
Yep. Boom. Yeah, as you get that clean shot in, you see like everything reels back, and unlike last night when he had you by the throat, you see blood. At least here, this is real.
My nostrils flare a bit, the eyes kind of dilate a bit. I smell the iron in the blood, and I am prepped to go in for the kill. That is my turn.
I like how some of this shit didn't cross over. Oh well. Anyway, with that, it is Wargle's turn, and you kind of came at him full ham. He's not wasting time, as he's gonna go in as well, doing 2 attacks, and because you went reckless, 1
That'll
and
hit.
2.
My armor class is 18.
All right, so 1 hit, 1 miss as he gets you clean, socking you in the gut for 6 bludgeoning.
There goes my temp. Hell yeah.
And yeah, at this point, he's just unyielding as he's just gonna hold his ground. And with that,
Okay.
it's all you.
I'm gonna pivot around him, taking the 1 hit in the gut and trying to roll off moves. So 5, 10, get in behind him, and 2 slashes to either side of him.
All right.
Boom, 23 to hit,
Definitely.
and 26 to hit.
Yep.
So that would be 7 for each of those, so 14 total for the 2 hits.
Very nice.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to bite attack. With the shifting, I can use a bite. So I'm going to long tooth bite, 26 to hit
Sounds good.
for 10 piercing.
Very nice.
As I slash side, and as he's kind of grabbing, kind of lowering the hands, I use that as a moment to just like grab at his shoulders, pull in, and bite into the back scruff of his neck.
Mhm.
I'll end my turn.
And kind of feeling the tide shift as he is not looking good.
Ooh, actually, each of those would be 2 higher, wouldn't they? 2 higher damage for the rage.
Yep.
So that'd be
So
well, the 2 would be the 7. Those are correct, but that one would be 12.
I gotcha.
Okay.
There we go. But yeah, with that, he is going to. Let's see, what is he going to do? Actually, I know what he's going to do. Just confirming one detail here. Yeah. First off, he uses bonus action to second wind.
Hmm.
Get something back, as he kind of sees the writing on the walls.
Mm-hmm. Kilar's not pulling punches.
He's not. Or, sorry, they are not.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second thing that's going to happen is they're going to action surge.
Mm.
As they will crank out 4 unarmed attacks. And just confirming, you've been going reckless, yes?
Yes.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
1,
That'll hit.
2,
That'll just barely hit.
3. As soon as the computer can stop fucking up. There we go. 3.
That'll hit.
And last but not least, 4.
That'll hit.
As just kind of feeling that danger start to build,
Mm-hmm.
he just goes in on you. Starts by tilting his head back, like shoving an elbow up to get your fangs out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then just goes and starts punching in and finally gives you a Glasgow kiss as a headbutt to the head. At the end, doing a total of 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Since I'm raging, I half that, correct?
Yep,
So 12?
you got it.
Hell
That's what I wanted to see.
And I think with that, yeah, he's gonna do what he does. He's fighting as you talk about that's what he wants to see, and it's just like, just literally just like, let me go back.
You gotta earn it.
Let me go fucking back as he lunges in at you again. But it's your turn. Go.
Just so that I don't want to cheat this or anything. All shifters can do this. He also could use his bonus action to do a bite attack, if you wish.
The only reason why I have not is technically the shift ability I chose was to give the extra armor class.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because not every shifter gets the bite attack. They get
correct.
Gotcha.
I tried to make him a little different from you.
Okay. I forgot that not all shifters do what I do. Okay.
All good. I appreciate you checking.
And not all shifters get that D6 of the bite attack, which is
Yeah.
what I believe Keylor has.
Yeah. Yeah. I take it in stride and just basically like he pushes back and I push off and I kind of go down on all fours and I'm just going to say like,
you don't get to go back for free. Come on, quit being a disappointment for one time in your life and fucking show me you deserve to go back.
And I'm going to lunge at him again, strike, and then I'm going to do exactly what he did back at him, and I'm going to action surge and just do a big flurry of attacks.
Let's go.
All right. Boom. It's only a 12 to hit. Oh, no, it's with advantage because I'm reckless, so it'd be 20.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That'll hit.
17.
Nope.
19.
No, yes, that one will.
And final 20.
Yes, 3 out of 4.
All right, so that's 7 times 3 is 21 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to bite with my bonus action. And that's a 24 to hit.
All right.
And that'll be only 5. Well,
Gotcha.
no, plus 2 because of the rage bonus, so 7. So 28 total. Basically, swing once, just coming at him, just claws going. And then final one, just maybe like as his arms are up to bite, I just grab at the arm and pull at it and like try to rip it out of socket when I do the bite attack.
You know what? Roll me an athletics check.
Okay, that was just for flavor, but I'll take it.
Oh no, I'm rolling with this. Let's go.
Technically, if I'm raging, these are at advantage.
Make it so.
Athletics checks.
I know what I'm saying.
Okay. 23. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, Dad.
As you go and you feel it pop out as he just howls.
Hey. And I just kind of eventually let loose and just kind of growl and rumble at him.
And with that,
let me
As-
mark that I've used my action surge.
yeah,
Good to go.
as you do that, you kind of see the panic start to form. But also, roll me an insight. As I roll these attack rolls.
It's just the first one, so 15.
Yeah, that's fitting.
First one misses, second one hits.
He tries to hit you with the arm that you dislocated, and it obviously it's lost all of its power. As he then goes in and just finally goes for the knee to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, you can see that expression you saw on his face when everything was, he saw you with all of your friends, that found family, it's more pronounced. As it's very clear, it's that he's just reflecting on everything as everything's just falling apart. As finally, before he kind of just stands there, he looks you square in the eye. As you see the form already starting to shift back. You are really good. You know that?
Unsure if this is some sort of tactic or something, Kilara just kind of lowers themselves and is confused, eyes narrow, kind of claws at the ready.
Not sure I follow.
He just kind of looks at you for a moment before kind of holding his one good arm out. And just like, when you see your mom again, tell her I'm sorry. What do you want to do?
How much, by the way, that 24 did hit. How much damage was that?
3, halved already.
Okay. So, okay. Boom, boom. Still really healthy. Kilara. Kilara's not 100% certain that this is surrender or if this is a tactic, and Kilara doesn't want to give. Kilara lunges at and wraps their teeth around Wargle's throat. Not for like a kill shot, but kind of that, like, I could kill you. And is basically, yeah. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna flavor this as the long tooth bite using my bonus action. Reckless is 22.
As you go in clean, as you taste the iron in your mouth as you sink in, and you can feel that he's relaxed. You don't know if he's accepted what's going on or if he's just chosen to give up.
I guess I'll do the damage on it.
Yeah.
It's 12 with the rage bonus. And I'd like to use one of my attacks to knock him prone. Or attempt to. So I guess opposed athletics.
Yeah.
To be with advantage because of rage. Only a 13 though. Yo. Well done, Dad.
That's the one thing about him. You realize you've kind of sunk in, you're trying to knock him down. He is relaxed and accepted what's going on. But then you realize one thing. You've been going at him this whole time. He has fought back against you, but when it comes to where his feet have been, he hasn't fucking budged.
Kilara will pull the teeth free and kind of look him in the eye, just pulling back and looking and saying,
"Do you yield? Or do you fight?"
And that's the end of my turn.
have a question for you, Kilara. When we spoke for yesterday, you said you didn't really care what happened to him, whether he lived or died or whatever. He's in this weird middle ground. You can tell something's shifted. Something's shifted. You can tell something is off. What are your thoughts now? Because something you've said or done over the course of last night and this morning has sunk into that thick fucking noggin of his.
I think the feeling still remains that whether he passes on or whatever happens to him in the afterlife is what happens to him in the afterlife. But Kilara is also a big proponent of you make your own fate. So if he wanted it bad enough, if he tried hard enough, maybe he'd win. Or maybe he'd accept it and lose. It's really up to him. And that's kind of more the question that Kilara is asking is, are you going to fight or are you relenting? And I think it's a little bit deeper than just whether or not he's choosing to continue to fight or if he's just surrendering. I think there's some element of not just a pride, because yes, there's pride in there, but I think it's more, it goes deeper. It's that, am I going to be, are we going to finish this with me disappointed in you and hating you? Or are you going to step up and be a man? Are you going to be the father, the husband, the everything that you never were in life and finally take responsibility? I think that's kind of what the root of all of this is. And that's why they asked, are you going to yield or are you going to fight?
As you see him coughing up blood. And there's a moment where, again, this is like the first for you with seeing a bunch of different sides of your father that you've never really seen. As you kind of see a smile come across his face.
Yeah.
Right before it turns back to serious. It's like, you know what? Fine. Let me go tell my wife myself. As he goes and he's going to start wailing in on you again. Might help if I did this with advantage. Whoops-a-daisy. One hit. And let's do the proper one with advantage.
18 or plus will hit.
Yeah. As you get 2 more clean hits, gets 2 more clean hits on you, totaling 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's after.
That is already halved.
Okay. Getting close to bloodied.
Yep. Well, so I'll say at this point, it's pretty much just a neck and neck of who's going to get there first. Which I'd say at this point, I have a question for you as a player.
Yes.
Not as Kilara, but as a player.
Okay, sure.
Would you like to see more for Wargul? Or do you want to just let this play out as it's going to play out?
Do I want to see more?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Do you want this to be the end of him?
I guess we can leave that up to however this finalizes, but
Okay.
yeah, Kilara intends to fully embrace whatever he does, and I think that to keep things fair, Kilara will drop the rage at this point to keep it neck and neck.
Okay. And in that case, yeah, Kiara, your turn.
Rage drops, kind of smile across the face. The issue with dropping rage is now I have a level of exhaustion, which means my attacks are at disadvantage. And I will go in and I will strike. It's only a 10 to hit.
Nope.
And that's an 11 to hit.
Nope. As you
Yeah.
start trying to go in, but at this point, you guys are kind of starting to get into a drag-out brawl.
Mhm.
As he turns around and tries to sock you again. He tries to go for with the dislocated arm, but at this point, it's not working. He just goes and wails on you once with the good arm he's got.
Mhm. Ooh.
And socks you clean with a crit,
Mhm.
dealing a total of 12 points of bludgeoning.
12. That knocks me exactly to bloodied. I'm at half.
You want to know the secret?
Hmm.
As you get to that point, Goose will probably have, at that point, as you both are about to go and wail on each other one more fucking time, you'll hear Goose just kind of shout over the distance, "Stop! That's it. It's over."
But I was having fun.
Yeah, I know. Looks like both of you were for once.
Can we go for a little longer? I got some daddy issues to work out.
At this point, Wargle's just like, "Yeah, and I want to actually do something with my pop." As
Scoffs at that a little, like dare call me a pup. Oh.
as Goose kind of looks to both of you
Mm-hmm.
and kind of sits between the two of you. And it's like, well, not gonna lie, although that would be fun to watch. Your dad's, he's done. He lost. I just let it keep going for another little bit because I saw that you need to, something needed to snap for the both of you. But I did notice something of interest.
What's that?
Looks over to Wargle. You said you wanted to go apologize to your wife, yeah? What about it? I see what the old man meant by he did this to me and others. You want to go double or nothing? What do you... But I lost. Yeah, and... What can I say? You touched me. He kind of fastly puts a hand to his chest. How about we play another game? If you'd like. Deal's pretty simple. I'll give you a month to find your wife and tell her you're sorry. If you can do that, you can live out the rest of your life until you die, and then after that, you gotta go. But as he kind of stands up, leans into Wargle.
Mm-hmm.
Killer, I need you to make me an insight perception check.
Perception. That's a natural 20, DM. That's a 25.
Yeah. As
Of
you
course.
are right there, and you feel your blood run cold,
Mm-hmm.
as you hear very clearly what Goose says is the condition for what happens if he loses. As he goes, but leans in. If you don't get that job done by the end of the month, you and your wife come here. So what's it gonna be?
Kilara is going
You-
to shoot daggers at Wargle.
He kind of just leans back, and Kilara, that tone was so different from what you've seen of Goose so far.
Mm.
That as he slips back and you hear the tone shift, it's just like, that's not who I just heard. He's like, so what's it gonna be? You gonna try to step up and be the man that your child wants you to be? Or do you want to take your loss like a man and just get out of here?
Kilara is not going to wait for Wargle to answer. Kilara is going to grab Wargle by the chest, like the armor, the whatever, and pull him in close, almost feral.
You are gonna get out there. You're going to find her. You're going to apologize for everything. And you're going to be the man you should have been your entire goddamn life. Do you understand me? Because if you fail this, not only do you fail her, but you piss me off. And you don't want to piss me off. You thought that your arm falling out of socket was bad. When I'm through with you, there'll be nothing left. So what are you gonna do?
As he kind of looks surprised at that. And with a moment, he kind of just rests his head, like he leans in, rests his head against yours.
Mm-hmm.
And Lilith just says, you have become somebody I'm so proud of. Now get your fucking hands off me.
Releases. Puts hands on hips. Spits out some blood.
As you see Wargle look over to Goose and is like, I can't let them down now, can I? Holds out a hand. You got yourself a bet. And with that, shakes hands. And Kilara, you see a box. Looks like a little tattoo almost appear on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Just points down. You got until 6 dots. Fill up that die. If you don't get it done before then, you're gonna see me again. You don't fucking want to see me again. Take a moment here. Get your shit together. And hopefully I won't see you for a while. As Goose walks away to the others.
You know, something I noticed when I was fighting you, up close and personal. You fucking reek of alcohol. You need a shower.
I'll get one when I get back.
You better not show up and find Mom smelling like that. Clean yourself up. You owe her that much at least.
Kind
She's
of
a
with
good-
that, just passively like gives you a headbutt on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Wow.
for good measure, just
Mm-hmm. Rubs head.
Mom's a good woman, you know.
and you're a good kid. Now get out of here.
Ugh.
Walks off.
As Wargle kind of just sits cross-legged as you see him working to like pop his shoulder back into place.
Mm-hmm.
And you all kind of work your way to an area as Goose pulls out the scythe.
Oh.
And next thing you know, you all are back at death's door.
Oh, that's freaky.
Oh, interesting.
Minus a Wargle.
Oh. And draping the hyena skin back over Yalara's shoulders. You're pretty cool out there.
I got my ass kicked out. It didn't matter.
You still won.
Ugh, I'm gonna be sore shit.
You got time to rest and recover.
Yeah.
I pull out my never-ending fucking bottomless tankard, just like fill it up and drink from it.
All right, who's next? I'm not
So,
paying attention.
something funny over table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're level 7, not level 6.
Are we?
We are.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Doing this on your level?
I've been level 6.
You beat him a level under. You are badass.
Honestly, it's more badass than you think. Because the other reality is, the dude was fucking level 10.
Nice. I had a lot more gas, but
So congrats to MJ for kicking Laura's dad's ass into the ground, even though, also spoiler alert, I fell asleep during that fight.
Oh, damn!
sorry.
Yes.
No, it's all good. I was so tired, and my bed is right next to my computer. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go there for a bit, and hopefully
Fatal
I can-
mistake.
Yeah, it was a fatal mistake, but I did catch the good end.
Mhm.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Also, can we get Kilara's
Alright.
theme for that? Like, fucking rock on.
Yeah. Oh, let's do it.
I didn't do any of my fucking superiority dice or anything. I could have been hitting probably twice as hard the whole time.
Yeah. Fun over the table facts being which while we're getting some Kilara music going. The main thing about Wargle that I had set up for them was just the fact that they, one, if they had their weapons, they do hit kind of hard because they're leaning
Oh,
under
yeah.
two-weapon fighting and shit. But the other thing is, I made him thick as fuck. He had tough and
Hell yeah.
everything layered on top. So he was meant just to be that
Sponge.
sits there and just... Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Kilara's not really geared for that either. Kilara is very thrown weapons specialist, so doing unarmed
Yeah.
was very new.
Yeah.
And that is why rage is important.
Mm-hmm. Rage on a fighter
Rage,
is fucking
kids.
great.
With that, though, let us move on. As honestly, I like the music for what's about to happen. I think this fits. As Goose kind of settles in, it's like, all right, who's next? As probably with that, Pale Lady's like, I'm sorry, I was sitting here alone for quite a while. I'm ready to just get this over with, please. Goose is going, well, excuse me.
Yeah, before Pale Lady like moves over, he's gonna like swap to human form and just give her one final hug and just knock him out of the park.
Of course. As Pale Lady will step up. And Goose will just clarify. So, I really don't know, Grud, what game did she choose? Grud just kind of looks in the book and looks more confused. He just double takes up and down, up and down, up and down. You're sure you want to do a foot race? Of course! It's all according to plan. Simple foot race. Nothing complicated. As Goose just kind of looks confused and shrugs. It's like, all right, fine. Why don't we head out to the hallway and we'll talk about the rules. And with that, they step out and you all can kind of see them from the door. As they'll emphasize, the rules are very simple. They're going to race out Death's door to the well. Also, thank you, Shadowed Heart, for a gifted sub.
Cute.
But yes, they're going to run to the well, and the first person to make it back to the light at the end of the hall wins. Plain and simple. As even with that, you'll see Goose tap the staff on the ground, and the light in a tunnel shifts from white to, it looks almost like this array of colors. As Key, you sense magic pouring back in the area a little bit. As you can tell, that's the Feywild. That's home.
Feeling that, she definitely has this look of like, yes, but also, oh shit.
As Goose just gives a confirmation. You agree to those rules? As he pulls out that wooden mask, and this time you see him put it on. As the Pale Lady just smiles and is like, of course, wouldn't have it any other way. And with that, you see one of those moments where Grud kind of just shouts from the door, 3, 2, 1, go. And instead of the Pale Lady walking, like heading out the door to the well, she starts going to the light. But the thing all of you notice, Goose doesn't move.
Okay.
As she walks down the hall, and she uses a cantrip to do thaumaturgy, as she just shouts from the end of the hall, you know, a couple months ago there was some tabaxi that came in here. Tricked you really good. A foot race with death, always just out of reach until death decides to cross in the finish. But what happens if I start further back? What happens if I choose to not just gun it, but go further away? And on top of that, what happens if I follow the rules of assistance before, with work I did before the game? And just like like that, the game begins as you just hear the running down the hall. And as she's running down the hall, Goose starts having to go running down the hall the opposite direction as they pass each other in the middle.
Hmm.
And everybody at the door, originally you saw the pale lady with her green skin, the mushroom cap head. And the mushroom cap head is collapsed down as it looks slicked back. Her legs and limbs looking more feline. As you see a tail swooping behind. As she just gives this look. And guns it straight out the door to the well. As it's probably not a couple of seconds later, you see Goose bolting behind. And while this race is happening, everybody roll me an insight check.
Insight. Okay.
Oh no, I'm
P,
dumb.
you get to do it with advantage because you know how your teacher ticks.
21.
Oh, without a
Ooh, crit
doubt.
city.
Man, my rolls were shit.
Maybe not.
I believe I did get it in like specific
You did.
inspiration, so I'll use it here for one extra
Smoke it
roll.
if you got it.
Better.
There we go. Belza, you're just like, okay, that was fucking weird, but whatever. The rest of you know exactly what's been going on. The pale lady's just taking advantage of watching all the games before this. She's watched everybody play. She's seen the wins. She's seen the losses. She knows the things that he is set to do as a death. And in this case, for a foot race, the rules are kind of that simple. Always one step behind. You can't ever really outrun death as they're right behind you and just waiting for that final strike. So the pale lady decided to start further back. And because of the rules, death's going to follow. And in the process, gave herself enough distance. As you see, another minute passes. And this time, as she runs in, you hear the clopping of feet. As her form's now more of a centaur, as she just passes by the door. And
He's just
yeah.
shouting, "Go, go, 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 go!"
As literally running down the halls, as the other dead are cheering at this moment of death getting played. Pleasure doing business, boys! And just run straight out the door, taking a clean win.
Hey!
Hell yeah. Kilara just
So
fills
does
their
that
mug up
count
again.
towards? Hold on, does that count towards 2 wins? That feels like 2 wins.
He looking over to Silas, just yes, I believe that is.
As it's not too long after that Goose runs in behind, it is just kind of with that. He takes off the mask and he honestly just is laughing. It's just like, he's just kind of impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's a good sport too.
I mean, hey, if you play your cards right, anyone should be able to leave. And she did great.
With that key probably flying out, just looking at the door, watching Goose go by, and just kind of, yeah, here's hoping those that see her come back, they're a bit kinder this time around.
Sadly, not my problem anymore.
Flying kind of behind him and going, yes, but I do believe that was technically 2 wins. And she's giving this like
As
smug look of like,
as literally just this moment of like, you see the eye, like, he's having a good time, and some of the eyes go big, and it's like, I can explain.
I'm waiting.
You're not waiting for nothing. Look, there's still one more game. Can we at least finish the other game, please?
He's just, big face, shit-eating grin. Just don't break your promises with the Fey folk.
Look, it's fine. I got it. Man, my word. I'll share it. I got it. I got it. But also, just
It's okay. Key knows a lot about broken promises. You can break this one.
You just still got the Fey grin. Looks over, just like, I can do things still, even here,
Good luck with that, Key. Good
With
luck.
that being said, she's gonna fly over, just grab tufts of his hair, and give him like a yank while still flying.
oh my god. Okay, got it. Anyway, looks over to the hunter. So you're my last for the morning. What do you want to do for your game? Just kind of looks and is like, why don't we keep it simple? As he just thinks like, how about shooting, marksmanship? Most successful shots wins. You know what? It's a great idea. I can work with that. That's much better. And actually, I know what we can do. As you kind of see him walk back into that little storage area for a moment, and he comes back with a set of pistols. And it's like, we can use these and targets. Let's keep it simple. Grud, you got playing cards? You know I always do. Throw the cards in the air. Each of us get a turn. Most successful shots on cards wins. One toss up each.
Wait, you're all doing it inside the building? That's brave.
Literally just with that, you see Goose just kind of give the smartass moment and just like, I'll remind you again. As Grudge just like, I'm on it, just stands there. You see the scythe go through his stomach and just looks down. We can't really get hurt here anyway.
Oh no, he's been impaled.
Yeah, but what about ears? Yeah, loud noises.
That
Oh.
is fine. We'll go outside.
Actually, he's going,
Just
wait,
kind of
wait.
giving a pout.
Like that one, he's just like, wait, I can cast a thing to muffle if need be.
I'm gonna ask it over the table question just to confirm. Is it a cantrip?
It is not, but it's a moment of like, she's saying that and just kind of stops, thinks about it, goes, right, shit. With permission? Kind of looking to Goose.
He just kind of looks and is like, you know what? Come here. Just kind of gestures you over.
He flies over.
As you'll see him put a hand on your shoulder, and you'll feel how, like I said, magic's been kind of dead in here, with the exception of those passing moments. As you'll feel a course of energy go through you for one spell.
And
What do you want to do?
the one spell will be everyone's favorite Cone of Shut.
Cone of Shut. As I'll say, before you cast the spell, Goose will kind of look over to Hunter and is like, you good with those rules? Keep it simple.
Hunter just has his ears and he's like, what?
Again, before the spell's cast. As Hunter just kind of give it on, it's like, fine by me. Kind of load to the pistol. And before everything sets up, Hunter will look at you, Silas. And like, one more thing, just in case. Make sure you get the presents that I left for you from one luck when you get home. I'll see you got it.
What do you got this? Right.
Come on, big
This
guy.
gives us
Bring it
4-0.
home.
3 for 3.
And as with that, the Kona shut hits. And Silas, you got your character sheet up?
Which one?
Yours. Oh wait, did you actually make
Mine?
one for the hunter too?
He should have one if it wasn't deleted by Miss Unintended.
I did not delete it.
Well, in
It
that
should be
case,
under
I
allies.
will throw out the offer. If you have access to it,
Well, let me find out. What was it again? Player characters allies.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. I'm not seeing the allies tab.
It should be under
Maybe named NPCs.
named NPCs.
Found it. Named NPCs. All right, cool. We got it.
then here's what I'd like you to do. With that, I want you to make me 3. Just to confirm, did you just use like the gun stat block, or did you do like Eldritch Blast flavor like you do with Silas?
The man has an actual gun.
Then in that case, I want you to make me 3 shots.
All right. I think this requires a music change. Something a little more more apt.
What would be good for
Question
this?
though.
Yes, I'm listening.
So his entire sheet is centered around Steinhardt's Eldritch Guide, Jaeger class, which we are not sponsored by them, but we do thank them for letting us use their content.
Mm-hmm.
Am
So
I
what is your
allowed to
question?
use? Am I allowed to use abilities for that?
What's the ability in question?
Well, I'm
I'll say short
got
answer.
Mhm.
I'd say
marksman.
okay, ignore barrel property. Yeah, 5 hostile creatures and plus advantage attack rolls. In this situation, it's not really necessary because you're not going to have disadvantage on anything. But I'll take this into account for the final score.
Also, then what about this one?
I'll allow lucky.
All right, cool.
As for the
3
music,
shots, right?
yeah.
$22.
Okay,
16,
cool.
which I think we're gonna burn a luck point for. Keeping 16, I guess. And then 24.
All right. As you go through that, you firing off the gun. As you end up hitting a total, it's kind of this flurry of cards that rains down. But the hunter does a really good job. You can tell he spent his whole life having to deal with this. As he successfully takes out 11 cards out of the cluster. And with that, you'll see Goose kind of step up, deck in tow, toss it, and give his 3 shots.
For that third one, Silas is gonna shout, "Gossiper, wait!"
Silence. I can't really hear.
Silas, for that last shot, will say, "Go get him, Gossifer. Maybe you'll actually hit something."
As you see him just fire off, and the shots go, and he hits a few, but definitely nowhere near the same amount. As everything's said and done, he only hits 8 cards in total. As literally when that happens, you see him shake hands with the hunter. And as the sphere of shut closes down, Goose just looks over and is like, "You know we couldn't hear you, right?"
Oh, that's all right, Gossifer.
I'm glad we have a... Wait, what?
Gossifer.
I can picture Key still like having tufts of Silas's hair just in hand still, and just a moment of wait, looks over. That's your actual name?
That's his name. It came to me in a dream.
It's literally just with that moment, just silence, like this serious, and then suddenly just that look of confused bewilderment. And finally it's just like, you knew.
I took a very educated guess. It kind of made sense, Goose. That's very familiar sounding to Gossifer. And it's been racking my brain all morning. In fact, I missed Kilara's fight because of it. I was like, Goose, Gossifer, Goosifer, Gossifer, Goose.
So
That's
wait, so if you knew this, why did you want to place the bet anyway?
I know they were going to place a bet. I don't control my party members. I tried.
funny.
As at this point you see like the gnome in the corner with the red hat, just like, "So Gossifer, how long are you gonna let people just keep calling you Goose?" "It's staying like that for as long as I want. Whatever you say, Gossifer." Hey.
He's letting go of the tufts of Silas's hair, just laughing, and just kind of flies over and going, between the two, Goose does sound a lot better. I get it now.
That's why I didn't want anyone to know.
Yeah,
Same
well,
here.
now you got 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 10 people in this room know your name.
As literally at this point, Aiko just kind of raised his hand. "To be fair, we knew the whole time. It was just fun watching him squirm."
Oh,
Kilara's looking around.
I didn't know. Why'd everybody else know? Hey.
what?
Also, big
You-
guy. Bells are kind of like hopping up onto the table and crossing her legs and just finger guns. I think that's a game, set, match, big guy.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, it is. As with that, Hunter goes over to Aiko, just kind of gives a smile, holds out a hand. It's like, "Good game. And we'll see you around, hopefully." And as the hunter reaches out to shake her hand, you'll see the hunter kind of almost dematerialize until he's gone.
Dematerialized
And literally just looks over to Goose like, "Please tell me you didn't send him back to the plane he came from." And literally just Goose just, like, still partially yelling at Silas and everything for what happened. And it's like, "What? No, of course not. That would have been, like, awful."
To be fair, Silas has the smug, like, cat face look on his face.
Cat got the
It
cream and then
literally is
some.
probably just like strangled, like holding the collar, just shaking you furiously, like, "Why did you do this?"
Kind of fun watching somebody else strangle him for once. It's always got to be me. I'm on vacation.
It's like I'm getting battered by a kitten.
I'm not.
He's
Oh
kind of
my
cute like one.
God, Stuart. What do you mean? What? No.
He's got a cute
No, no,
name,
no,
too.
no, no.
Gossifer.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm
Can you
starting to
control
see
your
why
children
his
for like
mom-
5 seconds?
I'm starting to see why his mom named him Gossifer. He is adorable.
It is very cute.
It matches his face.
Mm.
Silas will then pat the side of his face.
And literally at this point, it's like, I'm good. I'm done. Aiko, just see me before you all head out. Deal's a deal. Good game. I'm gonna go. And literally just runs out the door, going somewhere else. And you just hear him just like screaming panic.
Looks like the goose
So,
is mixed.
do we get to see Lexa at the tavern, or like... Oh shit, we need him to do that.
I just scoop up my sister. Don't care, got my sissy.
Play soul and body, maybe? Go from there?
I don't know. I don't know how this fucking shit works.
I have an idea, but first, why don't you let me go wrap up with... I'm gonna be nice and just say Goose.
Okay.
You all have your fun. I'm gonna go tend to him. We still have a bet to finish. And with that, she's gonna head out. But what are you all doing?
You're
Kilara,
oh, you
huh?
first. You first.
I was just gonna say, Kilara just has like feet up on the table, is drinking their ale from their bottomless tankard, and is just enjoying the revelry of their friends, and just one particular voice probably sticking out amongst the rest is specifically Lexa's voice, because Kilara wasn't sure if we were going to get Lexa back, and that's, you know, they're very familial, so hearing them back and part of the gang and everything else when they weren't sure what was going to happen there is, it just brings them joy. And it's that nice little, like, it's like that smell of like pumpkin pie or something like that, whatever it is that's just nostalgia for you. It's kind of that. They just enjoy it and revel in it while they can.
Yeah.
Silas is gonna whap the side of Kilara's boot and be like, "Oi, pass a drink."
Hi, I bought this one. This is my tankard. You need to find your own.
Need to find my own. You do it.
Yeah.
Share.
It's bottomless, but it's not bottomless for you. It's bottomless for me.
Or maybe you should just bottoms up and pass the ale, because guess what? I can just take a couple freaking gulps and it'll just refill for you if I put it back in your hands.
It's true. That doesn't mean I need to share it. It doesn't say on the bottom. It doesn't say, like, look. And I spill it over my own shoulder and show the bottom of the tankards, showing that there's nothing that says, like, for Silas. It's just, see, it doesn't have your name on it. It has my name.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, see? And I level it back out and it fills back up with alcohol, and I'm just drinking it now spitefully in his face.
Fucking rude. Anyways, why you ain't perching?
I just got my ass kicked. Just kind of want to not. I'm enjoying everybody's
Valid.
company. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to drink so bad, Silas, why don't you just go grab them from the bar? We'll be, grab some before you go.
Wait, are you saying the drinks were free?
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
know the drinks were free. Oh my gosh, you poor child. Yes, go get drunk.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Bring me one.
The bells are just kind of draped over.
He
Like,
goes back in the doorway. Bitch, yours is bottomless.
hear purring,
Stupid
like
they
rumble.
them.
Just rumble from Belza. She's just happy to have her sister. She's just shoulders draped over, her arms draped over her shoulders, just happy. Head resting on the top of hers.
Kilara's trying to be sly has their eyes closed, but one just enough to see and kind of look over at them with like a soft smile, smirk on their face, just happy for them.
As you probably see, like the tails curled around each other, it's just holding and just.
Aww.
So it's just a relief. As Silas, you come in to a interesting conversation. As you walk out and you hear Goose just talking to Aiko about just general discussion like, all right, so deal's a deal. You don't lose your immortality. But do I really have to talk more about this council shit? Oh, thank God. Silence. You know, I don't know whether to be mad at you or thankful you're here.
I'm going to assume the latter, but excuse me, Priscilla, was it?
Yes, dear.
Can I have some of those bottomless drinks? What do you have on tap that I can do those with, or is it just the ale?
If you're talking about, we don't really have. Well, we do have ale, but it's not bottomless. You're gonna need to come get refills, but is
What?
that okay?
Ah, that bitch. Yes, that's fine. Can I get a round of ales for me and the crew? Aiko, do you drink?
I have tea, but thank you.
All right, well, fair. So why are you thankful to see me?
As literally like Priscilla's going to pour the drinks, Goose just looks over and is like, she wants me to join this new council or whatever shit it is.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know everything about that. It's a great place. It has great benefits, dental included, didn't you know? He leads over like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It's literally probably with that going on. It's like you were a little occupied when I was talking to the others about it. Apparently somebody's voice in your head.
Yeah, now moving on from that, I'm still going to ask the same question. I'm just going to ask it more politely. What in the nine hells, and possibly more, are you fucking talking about?
You know, that's slightly better. I'll take it. So, actually, I'll give you a little bit and we can talk more once we're properly out of here.
Oh, I love it. More
But,
talk mores. Okay,
oh,
you know
better
what?
than here.
That's
But
fine. I'm
here's
just
this,
gonna take the drinks and go.
as literally that, you'll just see her like grab your car. It's like, stay for 30 fucking seconds.
All right. You have me for 30 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003.
You just feel
He's got
electrical
a
charge
smug
through
look
her.
on his book.
You just feel electrical charge through her fingers, and it's like, I will tase your ass.
Excuse me, remind me the rules here.
As Goose just looks and is like, the rules are that magic are limited, but basic cantrips are available.
Oh. Oh. Hmm. Well, Missy too can play at that game if we want to play that way. But be careful. I might like it rough. Who knows? New me. New leaf.
Here's the summary, you smartass.
Schwarmy ass, more like it, but I'll take smart ass.
There is a special organization that me and others are a part of that has kind of gone a little too big for its britches. And I personally am trying to change that with some fresh blood with similar special traits. As you'll see her kind of touch the chest again, but this time instead of that one that you had pump come out of your chest before, now there's a pair. Ring a bell?
Slightly. I was in a bit of a fugue state, nearly dying. But Yeah, we got 2 of these.
Yeah. And I'm trying to find the others that are like you and like your friends.
And
that
Gossiper
help-
here is like us.
The man who met death, befriended death, and became death.
You know what? We're just gonna make this simple. Maybe I can do the same thing you can as Silas walks around and just pokes Gossiper in the chest, trying to make a card appear.
Ow.
Tries again.
If you would, I could just tell you.
But just gonna do it one more time. Then you can give me the answer. Pokes him again. I'm gonna try and
Literally
suss it out.
Just like the death card.
Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't have touched you.
Oh, you did. Too fucking bad. Literally taps you on the head.
Booped. Got it. Alright. Cool. Council of Cards. Or do you prefer House of Cards?
I guess like we're not that far yet. And there's a lot of you. But
I'm starting to like House of Cards.
we'll talk about it once we're out of here. But in the meantime, Goose, sweetie, how about this agreement at least? I told you that if we were able to get the job done, you'd at least keep an open mind about it. I'll come visit later. We can talk out details. Who knows? Maybe get you out of this place every once in a blue moon. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And that's where you kind of see the pondering. It's like, you know what? We'll talk another time. Just like, I will take that as progress, Anomaly. And literally with that, just the deadpan is like, I told you, please don't call me that. Would you rather me call you?
Anomaly?
We go way back.
Ooh, you guys dated.
What?
Ooh.
We didn't date! His Goose's face goes like beet red. And literally with that, Aiko just gives you the look as like, we seriously didn't fucking date.
What, did you date a maniac or something?
And probably with that, she gets up and is like, yeah, technically I dated a god that reincarnated back in the in one of the Elder Dynasty eras. But we're not going there right now.
Ooh, he sounds like a handful. Anyways.
He was an
here's my
ass like
booze.
you.
Oh boy. Ugh. Well, let you know, you are not my type. I'm gonna take
Good.
my booze and go to my friends now. Goodbye! Talk to you later. Hey guys, I got drinks!
Question.
Yes.
Do the keys function here?
No one's tried.
While he was gone, like as we're having a little bit of fun, before he comes back, I will have maybe talked a little bit of game and said,
Hey, you want to see a trick?
and I would have like tried to transform into an animal.
As that does work. High or low?
Low.
What do you want to turn into?
I want to turn into what I feel most comfortable as, I guess. I think it was the dire hyena or whatever.
Yeah.
And I want to
As
do
you-
that and try to balance my bottomless mug on my head.
All right, for that second part, go ahead and just roll me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. I'll go with athletics. I'm better at that. 19.
And you shift into that nice and clean, just balancing the mug on your head, and like the gnome and the others just look and it's like, that is really cool.
And then Silas enters.
He's getting a good chuckle and just kind of, yeah, they got that ability. I just got a free wooden armor.
I'm betting that's a Kalara dog, but either way, no hands. Anyways, drinks for you, and then he grabs the one off the Kalara's head and then turns it up.
Oh no!
Soaked.
Do you dump it on me or do you dump it on the floor?
I dump it on the floor. I have too much respect for you.
No.
Aw.
I can picture like the fake out of gonna dump it. Nope.
Yeah. Kilara in hyena form just goes, oh! And like gets down on all fours and starts lapping at the floor.
Ugh. Talk
They have
about
no
a booze hyena. As he then puts down the mug on the table and then pours half of his drink into it.
Aww.
And then he'll just sit down and just sit and drink and enjoy a good time with his friends.
Kilara.
And then he'll
Mhm.
say, "Did you know
Did you know?
it?"
You broke up again, sweetie.
Yeah, did you know what?
He'll say, "Did you know that Aiko dated?"
I stop
Oh.
as my head pops up above the table and my tongue lolls into my beer cup and I just look at you like, huh?
Meanwhile, he's on the side giggling, going, "Well, did meet briefly here and there during some of their travels." And then
Ooh,
there's a
tea! Spill the tea! Who is the Mr. Aiko?
and it's a moment of, well, not 100% sure it was this person, but and just brief description of, samurai-esque warrior, celestial.
My, oh my, I never expected Aiko to enjoy the chaotically, or not the orderly type.
And it's just a moment of, they were traveling with kind of stops Warforge during. Then he looks like this long pause, and she's just like, "How many years ago was it?" God, I've lived a
Old,
long time.
old.
It's
Thanks,
probably
Key.
about the time that happens. All of you feel this presence as you kind of walk, as you see her leaking through the door, tails flicking and thumping in the background. As you swear you see other sets of eyes that are around her as they glow different colors.
And he's just gonna look up and be like, I fucked up again. I'm gonna and you just see her like dive behind Lex and Belza going, "Save me!" Like an infernal.
Hold on, Silas is gonna look at Key and be like, "Yeah, Key, I can't hurt you physically, but I'm pretty sure she will."
Again, hence the like diving behind Lex and Belza and just an infernal panic. "Save me!"
Oop. We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of our friend Key.
And then it's just I'm not dead yet.
Not yet. Good luck.
Staring back over at Aiko, just when we get back, I might be.
Best of luck. We can't save you all the time.
It's literally with that. You just see, like, as she walks out of the shadowy of the door into the normal light, you just see the eyes looking slightly manic as she cracks her neck, and it's like, why don't we go home? Does that sound like a good idea?
I think I like it here right now.
No,
He's
we're
also
going
just-
home.
She's also just like, "At least let me survive the beating."
As you actually get to see a full effect of one thing for the first time, as you see Aiko just kind of put her hand out as she slides it down, and you see like almost her hand partially like vanish into the folds of reality. And when she pulls it back, you see a graveyard. And it's evening as the lights are starting to flicker. It's like, let's go home.
Can I finish my half of drink I have?
Sure, but first, let me handle one other thing, because actually, it might be better if we go to our proper home. As you see, as she fully parts the curtains, and all of you can see clearly in the distance, this is the city of the dead in Waterdeep. As she literally just looks out the door pokes her head out, and with a deep breath exhales as you see a cone of fire just pierce the night sky.
Ah.
While this has been happening, Kilara is trying to sneak like their tongue into Silas's drink and drink it up before he can notice.
Roll a stealth check, bitch.
Less
You gotta be a
goofy.
passive of 16.
24.
Lap, very silently, methodically.
Mhm.
God damn it. He's so enamored by the fact that she's using dragon's breath outside of God knows where after saying she couldn't leave for so long that he just doesn't pay attention. Well, shit.
Meanwhile, he's got this look of like, I'm in fucking danger. I am so dead.
As with that, she literally pulls this fabric closed like a curtain as everything returns to normal as she exhales a few final wisps of fire. And it's just like, I feel better. Do you all feel better?
I feel terrified. I need some drink. Where the fuck did my drink go?
He's just like, you can have my cup. I don't think I want to drink this.
I know about you guys, but that was fucking cool.
Like, tentatively flies over, hands the cup, goes back to like normal size for Silas, and it's just
Silas will just down it the minute it's handed to him.
and he's just between all three of you just going, knowing what awaits me back at home, it'd be best I don't have any of that because that'll just end up spilt somewhere. And she's just kind of looking over at Echo and just like, go easy on me.
You just see she holds up a handful of keys as they just rattle. She just kind of waves it back and forth and it's like, I got all the time in the world.
And there's just, come on, it's been how long? Cut me some slack.
Hold this thought over the table. Silas, I swear to fuck. Anyway.
What?
What did you do?
That was all I go. She was jiggling keys.
Anyway. My ADD brain.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say there's a time skip where you guys finish your drinks. Head out. As there's one other thing that's gonna happen before we get to our final scene.
Mhm.
Huh. Neat. As you guys are working your way out, Goose runs up and is like, "Hey, Kilara!" Oh, you're still a dog. Just kind of kneels down. Do you like jewelry? You like rings? You want a pretty ring? You want a pretty ring?
Kilara
Talk
can
to you like
still
a dog.
understand. Kilara can still understand like normal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kilara just eyes just kind of like just annoyed. Just basically is going to just lick up their whole face and get them covered in slobber.
That is not helpful. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh my goodness, we got a raid. Hi, Kim. Thank you for raiding.
Oh, jeez.
Hey.
Thanks for the raid.
Boarding party.
Boarding party.
Boarding party.
Right.
Hi guys, welcome to stream.
Hey guys, welcome in. We are. Oh, thank you for the subscription.
Holy
Holy
shit.
Cute.
Anyways, you know what? Let's cover who we are. Hi, welcome to the Alter's Den Adventures, everyone. We're a D&D group of nerds, and you caught us at the ending of our 22 jump is wild to me.
Oh my!
Welcome to
what?
Alter's
Holy
welcome
shit!
to the Alter's Den Adventures. Feel free to leave a follow or
whatnot, join our Discord as well. We're a group of nerds who love to play D&D together. So welcome in.
Yeah.
Link to the Discord posted soon. Bam.
Yep.
Feel free. We do
Pretty
games
much
every
we
weekend,
stream.
and
Yep. We also stream on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays being D&D stuff or RPG content. Thursdays being more just variety, shenaniganery, chaos. It is lovely. It is great. If you find that interesting, follows are appreciated. Subscriptions are even more lovely. But even just hanging out and spending time is always loved and appreciated.
Damn.
Aw, Kim, you
Oh
are
my
spoiling us.
gosh,
100
damn.
bit shenanigans.
All right, back on track, y'all.
Yep.
Yep. As yes, Goose going to Kilar, trying to speak in puppy talk to Kilar. Clearly, Kilar not being satisfied by this. It's like, you know what? I got a better idea. Key. Yeah, Key.
Yes, like still very fearful of Aiko because I'm probably getting daggers stared down at.
Actually, you know what? This is probably good for you, knowing what's might be happening. How do you feel about jewelry? You like jewelry?
And Q's just kind of like, yes, why?
First off, knowing because somebody here made a statement, this is not a wedding ring. But because we had some wins,
Hey, I said you dated. I didn't say there was a ring on that bitch.
It literally like face is flustered and just hands you a ring. And it's just like, here you go. This will come in handy later. It'll activate once you guys get out of here. Safe travels. If you don't want it, you can offer to Kilar, offer to whoever. I don't care. It's literally with this, just hearing somebody inside just being like, it should be a wedding ring. It's not a wedding ring. It just runs inside, slamming the door.
So just right here and now, would he be able to identify what the fuck this thing is?
You can tell that it is a special magic item, as it is made specifically for. It's linked to this plane directly. It looks like it has only a limited number of charges, though. You need to properly attune to it to know all the details.
Yeah, he'd just be looking at the ring going, huh. In case shit goes south, I guess? And then she's just looking over towards Aiko and just, like, still having that, Aiko still probably having the, I'm gonna murder you when we get back, and just slips it on and just, please protect me from what's about to come.
But with that, as you guys walk your way through the woods, there is one final thing I'd like to do to wrap up tonight's session.
Yeah.
As I think it is a fun thing to say. All of you have gotten to use your abilities in the first season except one person. As Aiko just looks to Alexa and is like, all right, take us home. Wait, what? You heard me. You trained, you practiced. You can do it. Take us home. As she just kind of leans against a tree and is like, I'm here if you need me, but you got this. Just do like you did.
Ooh.
Come on, kick ass, sissy boo.
As you see her kind of go through this coordinated dance, you all got to see it when she was practicing in Nocturna. And as she goes to make a circle and hands clasp together, when she goes to push forward, you can see the hands pierce through reality. Just like Aiko did. Curls the hands out. And when she pulls it apart, it unveils like a curtain. As you can see, the den.
Kilara is going to, once I see the den, I'm going to use my immense size as a dire hyena, and I'm going to go between my teammates' legs one by one, trying to pick them up on my back and just carry them through the portal. Like, come on, let's go.
Pretty sure Key at this point would be like flying.
Yeah.
Tiny pixie form flying, but it'd still be a moment of like, Ooh, beautiful. Glances over to Aiko. I am so dead.
At this
What?
wholesome
Ooh,
moment,
wait.
as you guys dive through the portal, heading back home with this family that you forged, ready for the future that is to come.
Mhm.
And as you all go through, the curtain closes. As your time in death's door for now has concluded. And as you guys settle in for this post-credit scene,
Yes.
and you all get settled, and Aiko's like, first off, I am glad all of you are back safe and sound. Secondly, as she pulls out 2 keys and immediately turns to unlock them, as one hand has lightning, the other hand has fire. If you all mention anything about him again, I swear to the gods! As literally we cut to a scene of lightning bolt and flame and burning hands going off at the same time.
Oh, jeez.
Probably
Oh
with
boy,
Peter's,
she is fiery passionate about that guy. Hate to see what the abuse she put him through.
meanwhile, he's like, this is going off. In like random whatever 2 doors that are like popped open for these to go through. He's just screaming because it's like she knows for a fact those were so gonna be her if Aiko didn't have restraint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, she fires
You
them
know-
off. We're just this is a scene close.
It's like she fires them off. There's probably Keith screaming because it's probably her getting hit more than anything else.
Now I need
Oh.
Aqua screaming key emote. God damn it. Ideas for later.
With that though, that is where we're gonna conclude for tonight, guys.
Yay!
You referring to this one, Bear?
Oh, you know it.
I'm gonna enjoy looking down the server later.
It's a
Uh,
jet face.
And
Oh,
speaking of
lovely.
the server, you guys can join our server if you follow that link above that's pinned. That goes right to the Discord, and you can find us, the Altars Den, in our Discord, and you can join in the fun, the meme sharing, the jokes, the inside jokes, the anti-bear union, the everything. We
The-
have games on weekends. We have all kinds of stuff.
The frog
Mhm.
stickers, which are
The frogs.
already
The
uploaded.
frog is.
Woo!
It's one of those things where,
Nice.
especially as we are diving into season 2, we are trying to do more interaction with our viewers and such, especially
Yes.
on the server side of things. So if you want to be along for the ride as we continue to grow and evolve things, please, please, please feel free to follow us on the Discord and just keep along for the journey.
And to expand upon that too, we recently, while I was at Penzic, we had a special one-shot, a specialty game that was in 10 Candles, and that featured several people that we don't normally have on screen. They're friends of ours, supporters, and people in the server. Like, we are trying to expand more and to involve you guys more, especially if you've been part of the streams or you've been here supporting, subscribing, things like that. We're eager to do that and to collab with people in the future. So those are always options.
Exactly. So seriously, any of you that wants to join along for this ride as we continue to grow, please feel free to give us those follows and such. Which actually leads to a bonus bit, I will say, while we have some guests here as well. We
Yeah.
actually are 3 people away from our follower goal.
Damn.
Holy
We are
shit.
we are right there.
I got nothing for the follower goal. We beat the subscriber goal, and I promised sticker merch. I got nothing.
I might have something. I think I got something for the follower goal.
Yeah, we'll owe you something.
Yeah, the girl's been cooking with ideas and things. But in the meantime, while we're hanging out, did you guys have fun? Players,
had
I
fun.
mean.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Golden.
It was good to get back
But-
into the driver's seat of Kilara again. I've missed Kilara, and I've been gone for a little bit, so it's good. Hella
Yeah.
fun.
But yeah. With that in mind,
Mhm.
yeah, glad you guys had fun. we will continue to make edits. I also just noticed there's a message. If it was a little quiet tonight, sorry about that. Audio is one of
We
those things
love
we're
you
still
too,
trying
Kim.
to work and improve on. So we will continue to work on improving that.
Yeah.
But as we are getting ready to close shop for the night, I think it's a good time to finish with the way we always like to do, finishing with thankfuls. So let us go down the line as we go to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. So starting from the top, we would like to say thank you to Captain Cosmic 1 or Captain Cosmic 13 for following, The Light's Darkness for following. We had various point offers done from Semicolon Semi, Sarah B96, Rabissa, and many more. We want to thank Sarah B96 for gifting a sub to get us to our subscriber goal. Thank you to Shadow to Heart for gifting a sub as well. And last but most certainly not least, thank you to Kim Fox for rating, resubscribing, and giving those sweet, sweet biddies.
Oh, thank you so much. We love you. You are the guys who keep us going and keep the lights on.
Yes. And of course, for everybody that has been watching, lurking, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is always a pleasure and a delight to see you guys here and make this fun stuff for you guys. With that in mind, closing shop, last call. Anything for anybody here?
Happy Pride Month 3, Revenge of Pride. First and foremost. But also, it's good to be back. I was gone for a little bit, Penzik, vacation, all kinds of other stuff. And then I was kind of not feeling super well, just kind of under the weather. And I'm bouncing back, so I'm feeling a lot better. And I'm happy to be here, and I love you guys. And thank you so much for the support.
We missed you.
Yeah, I miss you too. Love you.
Oh, I love all of you guys. I greatly appreciate this is an amazing start to our brand new season. We will catch you all in season 3 when I'll hopefully be moved into a new place.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thankfully, we
gonna be
got a ways to go before we dive into season 3. Let's get through season 2 first.
Well, I meant season 2, episode 3. God damn it. My
there we
mouth
go.
and brain did not connect.
I was gonna say
You tried.
that would be
Some
the
of
quickest.
us were making big moves.
Yeah, that would have been the quickest season ever. 2 episodes.
Oh man.
Jeez.
You know, technically this could be counted as season 1.5.
These two technically.
I mean, it's not like we haven't pulled that shit before.
Yeah,
but it's
true.
only
Oh my
movies
god,
too,
that
so.
was hilarious.
1.75. Anyway, we have a number of people who are actually moving. I'm in the process of moving right now too. So there's a number of things that might happen. There may be some interruptions. Hopefully there aren't very many, but we're making it work.
Yep. But with that in mind, just keep on your toes. We'll keep you informed while we continue to grow and evolve. And with that in mind, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all that you do.
Yes.
Our next stream date should be this Thursday. Accurate adjacent. Our next stream day should be scheduled for Thursday evening. We'll be doing more variety content, some more chaotic shenaniganry. And then on Monday we'll be back to our RPG content. We do the D&D stream every other Monday. So for those of you that are more interested in just keeping an eye on that story, our next date for Ulcers and Adventures should be September the 2nd.
Woo.
But until then, be good, do good, lots of love, and we will see you guys very soon. Have a lovely night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.